Your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote. 236-6686. Widespread frost this morning as you wake up, and may take some time to clear that windshield. A high today 62, a low tonight 41. Increasing clouds tomorrow, high of 70. Rain showers tomorrow night into Wednesday, though sunshine 67, the high on Wednesday. 6:23 in the morning right now. It's Monday, April the 22nd. Our phone number is 238-9447. 33 degrees as you are waking up this morning. Cold, chilly start. Let's see what celebrities are having birthdays on this Monday morning, April 22nd. Those famous people have his famous birthdays on this famous day. Here we go. Happy 87th today to actor Jack Nicholson. Turns 87 today. Was in the movies As Good as It Gets, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Chinatown, Terms of Endearment, The Shining, and The Departed, many other movies. Here's a clip from the movie As Good as It Gets. 87 years old today, Jack Nicholson.
You realize that I work at home?
No, I wasn't aware.
Do you like to be interrupted when you were nancing around in your little garden?
No, I actually will turn the ringer off of my phone and sometimes put a piece of cardboard.
Well, I work all the time. So never interrupt me, okay?
There you go, Jack Nicholson, 87 years old today. Happy 63rd to comedian, actor, and talk show host George Lopez, known for his TV shows George Lopez, and the talk show Lopez Tonight. Here's a clip from Lopez versus Lopez. Here you go.
Can I stay here? I mean, I tried to help them over there, but Quentin took away my favorite plunger, Chupacaca.
I tried to clean, mine took my broom.
Then how did you get home?
George Lopez, 63 years old today. Other birthdays having on this April 22nd. Vladimir Lenin, the late communist thug, his Bolshevik party was at the foundation of the USSR. Vladimir Lenin would have had a birthday today. Robert Oppenheimer, the late scientist, led America into the atomic era with his research into nuclear physics and supervision of the Los Alamos laboratories from the very beginning of the Manhattan Project. In 1953, after a military report linked him to communism in the past, he lost his prestigious position with the U.S. government. Robert Oppenheimer would have had a birthday today as well. And happy birthday to Willie Robertson, the Duck Dynasty reality star, and Missy Robertson, yes, shares the same birthday as her brother-in-law, Willie. Both having birthdays today on this Monday, April the 22nd. There you go.
This day in country music.
All right, what do we got here today on this day country music history? Starting off back in 1936, Pike County, Arkansas is the place. Glen Campbell, the person, country singer, songwriter, actor, TV presenter, with just a mass number of hits. Glen Campbell, born on this date, 1936. It was on this day, country music history, 1998. Winners at the ACM that year included Charlie Daniels as the Pioneer Award winner, Trisha Yearwood as top female vocalist, and George Strait as top male vocalist. And it was on this date, 2003, songwriter Felicia Bryant died of cancer. She wrote many hits with her husband, Boudleaux Bryant, including a ton for the Everly Brothers. And that's what's gone on this date, April 22nd, in country music history. Starting off back in 1936, Pike County, Arkansas is the place. Glen Campbell, one of the all-time greats, is the person. Southern Nights.
Southern Nights. Have you ever felt a southern
A touring member of the Beach Boys, filling in for an ailing Brian Wilson in 1964 and 1965. His guitar playing can be heard on Strangers in the Night by Frank Sinatra, You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin' by the Righteous Brothers, and I'm a Believer by the Monkees. Campbell became a patient in Alzheimer's long-term care and treatment facility in 2014, died in Nashville in 2017 at the age of 81. Today would have been the 88th birthday of Glen Campbell.
To anyone who can truly say that he has found a better way.
It was on this day, country music history in the year 1998. The ACM Awards held on this day, 1998. Song of the year went to this one. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill teamed up for It's Your Love.
Dancing in the dark, middle of the night, taking your heart and holding it.
Not only did it win Song of the Year, also won Country Music Video of the Year on this day, 1998.
Scratching my skin and asking you to do what you've been doing all over again. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Don't think I can keep it all in. I just gotta let you know.
And it was on this day, country music history in the year 2003. Songwriter Felice Bryant died of cancer. One of the great songwriters with her husband, Boudleaux Bryant.
Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye.
Yep, wrote this one for the Everly Brothers, Bye Bye Love. All I Have to Do Is Dream, Wake Up Little Susie, amongst the ones they wrote for the Everly Brothers. Other acts to record their songs: Bob Dylan, The Beatles, Tony Bennett, Simon and Garfunkel, Grateful Dead, Dolly Parton, Elvis Presley, the list goes on. It's a bunch of A-listers. On this day, 2003, Felice Bryant died of cancer. Wrote this one for the Everly Brothers.
I'm through with the counting, the stars above, and there's a
Felice Bryant, Faith Hill, and Tim McGraw and Glenn Campbell have made their mark on this date, April 22nd, in the history of country music. At 6:30 in the morning, KNN News is coming up.
bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Several rallies are scheduled today across Kentucky in support of people experiencing homelessness.
The group Kentucky Housing Advocates is holding a day of action with demonstrations and marches planned in Ashland, Lexington, Louisville, and Berea, organized in the aftermath of the passage of House Bill 5, which criminalizes street camping in Kentucky, and also on the day when the U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments in Johnson versus Grants Pass, a case out of Oregon where ticket citations were issued to people sleeping in public. I'm Jack Crumley.
AT&T is working to end any service interruptions after widespread outages were reported Saturday. The Jessamine County Sheriff's Office took to social media to state that AT&T was upgrading their phone system and 911 service was interrupted. Rowan County Emergency Management also reported service interruptions throughout the area. Customers reported sporadic service and dropped signals. 27-year-old Georgetown resident Tyler Brady Lawson was sentenced to 28 years in prison for producing child pornography in a U.S. District Court Wednesday. According to his plea agreement, Lawson was the longtime boyfriend of a woman who had close connections to two young girls. Lawson admitted he knowingly captured visual depictions of one of the girls, that he intended to create depictions of sexually explicit conduct. Upon his release from prison, he will be under the supervision of the U.S. Probation Office for life. Mercer County EMS is proud to announce residents will receive service through AmeriPro. Lex 18 reports city officials signed a new 3-year contract on Friday, starting Saturday, April 27th. AmeriPro will serve the community with 2 new ambulances and is currently looking for EMTs and paramedics to fill positions. The company will be offering 3 free CPR classes in the near future. I'm Lee Malwin.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is an urgent announcement for anyone that's $10,000 or more in debt. Before you make another minimum payment, you need to know there are special programs that can completely free you of your debt. Total Financial Freedom can help you become debt-free in months instead of years. Resolve your credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and timeshares. Call Total Financial Freedom now at 800-832-2366 for a free consultation. For 17 years, Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands get get out of debt. You can feel confident when calling because Total Financial Freedom is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. Battling for years and years, stuck in the endless cycle of minimum payments could take decades. You have the right to get your debt resolved and substantially reduce your monthly payments. Call Total Financial Freedom now at 800-832-2366. That's 800-832-2366. 800-832-2366. Not available in all states.
Dunn's Barbecue and Catering, located in Harrisburg, Kentucky. Here for your affordable catering needs. Ribs, chicken, brisket, as well as our famous pulled pork. All sides homemade. Available for weddings, company picnics, family reunions, or just an old-fashioned pig roast. So call 859-734-3675. That's 859-734-3675. Dunn's Catering and Barbecue. 859-734-3675. I'm Sid Dunn, like my Uncle Herb always used to say.
It's not barbecue until it's done.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting tomorrow morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from CenterWorks Director Jen Gardner, EMS Director Mike Rogers, and County Administrator Julie Wagner on the farmers market lease. It's tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. The meeting is open and the public is encouraged to attend. It's Bulky Waste Pickup Week in Danville and Perryville. This week, Republic Services will pick up bulk waste that's too large to fit in your standard container. Accepted items are things like common household goods, furniture, appliances, electronics, and brush. Items not accepted includes oversized, hazardous, or other items outside the guidelines, like tires, car parts, pianos, or pool tables. Put the items on the curb on your regular scheduled trash pickup day this week, with Perryville's Bulky Item Day being tomorrow. Mercer County's new EMS service, AmeriPro, will begin to operate in the county on Saturday. The switch from Mercer County EMS, operated by Raintree, happened after Mercer ended their contract. The Raintree says it closed its doors because of staffing and low wages. There were also complaints about a lack of service and delayed response times. Now AmeriPro says they're excited to serve the residents of Mercer County, and they'll get started with community involvement almost right away. AmeriPro says they'll host 3 different hands-on CPR classes next week. Even McDowell Health has announced that their MedSource location is moving locations. MedSource offers products and services like oxygen and respiratory services, home ventilators, CPAP and BiPAP machines, hospital beds, and other supplies. They'll be moving from their current location on South 4th Street to the right side of what was the former home of the Advocate Messenger. They'll close on Tuesday, April 30th for that move, and then reopen Wednesday, May 1st in their new location. If needed during that one day of closure, customers can visit the locations of Harrodsburg, Liberty, or Stanford MedSource. And speaking of Ephraim, they're continuing to offer health screenings. The next one is set for this Saturday, April 27th at First Baptist Church in Danville. They'll offer cholesterol, blood pressure, body mass index, mental health, and take-home colorectal cancer screening kits. Appointments are recommended, and you can schedule one by calling the McDowell Wellness Center at 859-936-9355 for this Saturday's health screening. Both events will go from 10 until 1. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director for your Boyle County Health Department. The health and safety of our residents is of great importance to me. Each year, lives are lost due to lung cancer, many of which are preventable. That is something that I would like to see change. Lung cancer deaths associated with smoking and exposure to radon gas are considered by the Environmental Protection Agency as the foremost contributing factors in causing lung cancer. This is where the Boyle County Health Department can help. We have smoking cessation classes beginning often, and the entire program only lasts 13 weeks. Imagine how much better you can feel in just a few short weeks. Also, our environmental staff has information on radon indoor air mitigation systems that can greatly reduce the risk of radon gas in your home. For more information on either of these programs, contact your Boyle County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Thank you.
Are you considering starting a business or expanding your existing business? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Ricky Peterson. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank at the Danville Main Street office. As a part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-236-9822. Let me show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them, 859-519-6382. That's how you get in touch with ADA Heating and Air. Sunshine today, a high of 62, a low tonight 41. Increasing clouds tomorrow, 70 is your high. Chance of rain showers tomorrow night. It's really more early Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon. Mostly sunny, though, by the time the afternoon gets here, and 67's the high. Right now it's 6:38 in the morning. It is 32 degrees in Danville, again, right at the freezing mark, and you can feel it. There's a chill in the air, and a frost advisory was issued last night, so you may want to give your car some extra time this morning, scraping that windshield off. Phone number is 238-WHIR to call in this morning. Larry Vaught's got Vaught's Views today. What's up with you, Larry?
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
The more Kentucky fans that I talk to, the more amazed I am how quickly new coach Mark Pope has not only had fans support him, but get re-energized by his arrival. I'm not sure I can still really explain why over 20,000 fans showed up at Rupp Arena for his introductory press conference / pep rally, and maybe another 5,000 were turned away. However, I have a guess that it was the blessing former UK coach Rick Pitino gave his former player that made so many Kentucky fans want to welcome him with open arms. Another Kentucky player, Scott Padgett, said Pitino is a genius and knew his quick public endorsement of Pope's hiring would carry a lot of weight in the Bluegrass. Padgett, now an assistant coach at Mississippi State, also believes Pope's infectious personality was a quick hit with Kentucky fans who were ready for a coach to be a bit more engaging with them than John Calipari has been in recent years.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
Did you know that our Kentucky state parks attract nearly 6.7 million visitors annually? The park system has 44 state parks, including 17 resort parks, 19 recreational parks, 8 historic sites, 1 rail trail, 1 state scenic trail, 13 amazing golf courses, 34 pools and beaches, 15 marinas, and 30 campgrounds. When's the last time you visited one of Kentucky's state parks? Or maybe you never have. This year, Kentucky State Parks is celebrating its 100th anniversary, marking a century of providing natural beauty, outdoor recreation, and hospitality to visitors near and far.
Mark Pope certainly is going to have a terrific honeymoon period for Kentucky fans, but he knows those same fans expect wins once the season starts. However, because he played at Kentucky, he understands that far better than most other coaches have when they first got to Kentucky. Pope's biggest plus, though, is the backing he's going to have from so many former UK players who are eager to do anything they can to help him, and Pope is willing to let them help. It's a new era for UK basketball, but one I really think fans will enjoy.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Here we go, Larry Vaught, Vaught's Views, Mondays through Fridays here on the Joe Show at this time, Monday, April the 22nd. A TikTok ban now seems inevitable after the White House, or I guess not the White House, the House, Congress, overwhelmingly passed a bill forcing the sale of TikTok. That is not making Joe Biden happy. President Biden just started up his own TikTok page. You know, he's like 107 years old or whatever it is. So he's trying to have more of a connection with the younger generation. And so he got on TikTok, and now they're forcing the sale of TikTok after the House passed that. Well, let's see how Joe Biden is handling this.
Hi, folks. It's President Biden, the president. And are you upset because TikTok's about to be banned? Well, never fear. There's an alternative. Introducing Joe Talk. It's like TikTok, but it's all about me, Joe Biden. Yes, it's video after video of me dancing, videos of me tripping and falling. Hilarious. Want videos of me eating ice cream? It's all on Joe Talk. You there, check out this video on Joe Talk.
That's just you smelling some random girl's hair.
Yes, sir, that's the viral content everybody's looking for. Plus, I've got all sorts of speeches of mine available for viewing on TikTok.
You're just rambling about some guy named Corn Pop?
Yep, he's a bad dude, so forget about TikTok and download new Joe Talk. It's the best video app on the interwebs. Download it today with the thing, man.
There you go. Let's see what's going on this morning's world of absolute good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories right here remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, giving up on the piano, it's Mr. Floyd Kramer. Here we go. Story number one coming from Greensboro, North Carolina, where over the weekend, two teenagers, Trey Cobb and his co-worker Derek, rescued two men from a capsized fishing boat in Lake Higgins. Cobb is an 18-year-old lake attendant, and Derek, along with him, jumped into the water and supported the overturned boat to bring the individuals, including a disabled man, safely to shore. Their quick actions ensured the boaters were back at the dock before first responders even arrived, and now the teenagers are being held as heroes, but they're just glad no one was hurt. Story number two coming from Philadelphia. Last week, Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts donated $200,000 to the school district of Philadelphia for the purchase of air conditioning units for 10 different schools. The donation, which will help buy over 300 AC units, aims to improve the learning conditions in schools that have struggled with extreme heat affecting student performance. Hurts is dedicated to ongoing community support through his foundation with a focus on improving educational environments for students. And story number three coming from Texas. After nearly 3 years waiting for a new heart, a 4-year-old named Arctura has been discharged from Texas Children's Hospital to the cheers of hospital staff. Born with a congenital heart defect that led to heart failure, Arctura needed a life-saving heart, which she finally got late last month, leading to her being able to finally go home last week. Post-surgery, her health has significantly improved, and her doctor and parents are advocating for organ donation and raising awareness about congenital heart defects and the critical importance of early detection and treatment. The good news, a toddler gets a new heart and heads home from the hospital after almost 3 years. And Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts donates $200,000 to my Philadelphia schools air conditioning units. And a North Carolina teenager saves men from a sinking fishing boat. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good, folks. All right, coming up in the next 15 minutes, Silliness at Sunrise comes your way. We'll see what's going on in the dad joke of the day, the country comic spotlight, Rick Tees in this morning's Planet of the Apps. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. The spotlight is all yours.
Did you know a typical adult has about 100,000 miles of blood vessels throughout their body? Fortunately, you don't have to go that far to get world-class heart and vascular care. With specialists in diagnosing and treating cardiovascular disease right here in Danville at CHI St. Joseph Health. Whether you're in need of heart attack care or minimally invasive treatments for vascular diseases, you can get the state-of-the-art heart and vascular care you need close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 859-313-2968.
Every turn is a total rush in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Experience the new 2024 Kia Telluride, just $429 down and $429 a month. Or the 2024 Seltos, just $249 down and $249 a month. Or the 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 a month.
Experience the rush with confidence in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
2024 Kia Telluride, $429 per month, 1963 due assignment. 2024 Kia Seltos, $249 per month, 1781 due assignment. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month, 1737 due assignment. 36 months, lease 10,000 miles per year plus tax, title, license, doc, acquisition fees, credit, no security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer rate options. See dealer details. Offer expires April 30, 2024.
The NBA playoffs are underway. Tyler Reddick wins NASCAR. Shohei Ohtani breaks an MLB record. Those are the headlines on this Monday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Monday morning sports, starting off in the NBA, where it felt like the old days, looked like the old days, sounded like the old days, except for the barking. That part was new. For the first time in 5 years, to the exact April 21st date, playoff basketball was back in Oklahoma City. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Pelicans 94-92. 62 last night, seizing Game 1 in a best-of-7 series. Even the score was a throwback. It's weird to say the Thunder stole a home game, but that's what it felt like as the Pelicans missed a slew of would-be fatal threes, failing to make the Thunder pay for its sloppiness down the stretch. The Thunder proved it could win in a wrestling match, and at one point, that's where the game devolved to. Thunder wing Jalen Williams and Pelican center Jonas Valanciunas got tied up in the third quarter going for a rebound, with neither willing to relinquish the ball. After relenting, Jalen Williams called on the Dogs. The building formerly known as the Peak became the Pound. Jada barked, and the Thunder fans barked with him. Thunder win 94-92. By strict definition, Dame time usually refers to end-of-game clutch situations, but Dame time started early in Game 1 for the Bucks' first-round series with the Indiana Pacers. Damian Lillard scored 19 in the first quarter to set the tone and finished with 35, all of those in the first half, as the Bucks rolled to a 109-94 win. It was the kind of performance that Milwaukee needed from the superstar guard they traded for just before training camp, especially with superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo out with a calf injury. In NASCAR news, Tyler Reddick picked up the right spot, drove through a major wreck coming to the checkered flag, and won the Geico 500 yesterday on the high banks of Talladega Superspeedway in Talladega, Alabama. Running fifth off the 2.66-mile superspeedway's final turn, Reddick's 2311 Racing kept his number 45 Camry on the high side of the front group and roared toward the stripe. Meanwhile, up front, leader Michael McDowell came down to block second-place racer Brad Keselowski. McDowell was turned up the front stretch wall after contact, and Keselowski slowed, allowing Reddick to keep his foot on the gas and zoom to his first win of the season as the field slid and crashed behind him. And in Major League Baseball, the L.A. Dodgers designated hitter Shohei Ohtani set the Major League record for home runs by a player born in Japan when he went deep in the third inning of Sunday's 10-0 win. Ohtani's fifth home run of the season, well into the seats beyond right field, was the 176th of his career, breaking a tie with fellow countryman Hideki Matsui. Those are the headlines on this Monday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Struggling to pay your house payment? Apply for the Team Kentucky Homeowner Assistance Fund today at protectmykyhome.org. It provides up to $60,000 for Kentuckians with a COVID-related financial hardship. The money can be used for mortgage bills, utility payments, insurance premiums, property taxes, and HOA fees. Applicants must meet certain criteria to receive assistance. Check your eligibility today at protectmykyhome.org. This ad was sponsored by Kentucky Housing Corporation and this station.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye Street. Call for an appointment, 236-2299. Sunshine, a high today 62, and a low tonight of 41. Increasing clouds tomorrow, high of 70. Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high of 67. Do get rain showers tomorrow night into the early portions of Wednesday morning. Right now, 6:51, 32 degrees right here in Danville. Our phone number is 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. 100% hilarious. So bad, they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's sixth favorite segment on The Joe Show every morning. It's the Dad Joke of the Day.
Dad Joke of the Day.
All right, here we go. Your dad joke of the day. Why do bananas wear sunscreen? Why do bananas wear sunscreen? To stop them from peeling. Oh, come on. There you go. The dad joke of the day. Mondays through Fridays at 6:50-ish here on the Joe Show. WHIR Danville News Dog Sports. Bah.
Welcome to the planet of the apps.
Well, listen to me on this. You know, some of the newer cars have this smart gauge that lets you know how you're driving, if it's efficient, if your gas mileage is good. And many cars don't have these. So if you want to see how your gas mileage is doing and how you can save, it's an app called Green Meter. The Green Meter detects things like how fast you're driving, how fast you're braking. That affects gas mileage in a huge way. There's a screen up there. Get somebody else to watch the screen. But after you learn how much you're saving on gas, you're going to love this Green Meter. Now, it does cost $5.99, but the makers say you're going to save so much in gasoline after you train yourself how to drive with a Green Meter that you'll make up for that like in no time. So let me know what you think. It's called Green Meter to save you gasoline. It's an app. And, of course, every day it's Rick Dees trying to find something just for you to download in this molten magma known as the planet of the apps.
Thank you there, Rick Dees. The planet of the apps, Mondays through Fridays, right here on the Joe Show at this time, leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight. This morning, Mal Hall is in the spotlight. Mal Hall, who talks about if you see something, say something campaign. So, like, if you see something that seems out of place, you need to let somebody know, right? You call police or something like that. If you see something, say something. And he says you can translate that into other aspects of your life. Mal Hall in the Country Comic Spotlight. Here he is.
Put that see something, say something campaign in restrooms at restaurants. I think that's appropriate. Every single person in this room has been into a restroom, and you guys all look like clean, nice people, so we've all seen the same thing. You're in there washing your hands because you care about germs and hygiene. And in the mirror, you see somebody come out of the stall and walk directly into the restaurant. We've all seen it, and we've never said a thing. We just judge them in the mirror like, look at this disgusting... Who raised you? And if you guys are anything like me, you'll finish washing your hands and go into the restaurant and try to find that person. And you will always find that person. They're always eating nachos or some finger food with other people. And we don't say anything. We just go, ooh. And we immediately go to our table and point them out. Bro. See that dude right there? That dude in the blue shirt, he just pooped and didn't wash his hands. They're eating nachos! That's where it's appropriate. See something, say something. I don't know you guys, but I deputize all of you. The next time you see that behavior, say something. Those people don't deserve E. coli. Just tell them. Just walk over there. Hey, fellas, this is happy hour is about to change. I want to let you know that. This dude right here, yeah, Brad, he just pooped and didn't wash his hands. Enjoy the nachos, then go back to your table and watch the show.
Mal Hall in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick Dees in this morning's Planet of the Apps and the dad joke of the day. You get that Mondays through Fridays here on the Joe Show, and Tuesdays through Fridays usually add a couple of the late night jokes in there, but we don't have those today because Sunday night, no late night shows on. Hey, quickly, let's go to Wendy's. Grab ourselves a breakfast burrito this morning from Wendy's. I was driving by there yesterday, went to Aldi, get some groceries, and they had on their sign there, on Wendy's sign, like new breakfast burritos or whatever. So they're advertising it there as well on their sign. These things are awesome. It is not your run-of-the-mill, wimpy, little flimsy, falling apart in your hand breakfast burrito where you need to eat like 3 of them to get full. No, one will do you. It's 6 strips of bacon, 2 eggs, cheese, all wrapped in a warm flour tortilla. Wendy's new breakfast burrito. It has seasoned potatoes in it as well. You need to add that. So, I mean, this thing is big. It's full. It'll fill you up for breakfast. Try it out this morning. Tell them you heard it in the Joe Show at Wendy's in Danville for their brand new breakfast burrito. They've got it for sale right now at 6:57. We're back in 1 minute to put a bow on top of this 6 o'clock hour right here in Danville. 32 degrees, too cold on this April 22nd morning. Put a jacket on as you head out this morning.
Do you know about Boyle County Preschool?
Make plans now to enroll your 3 or 4-year-old child in Boyle County Preschool. Our program focuses on pre-kindergarten skills, social and emotional awareness, gross motor activities, along with speech, language, and motor development. Eligible children will attend for free. We also have tuition spots available. Call me today at 859-236-6634 to make a screening appointment.
We love Boyle County Preschool.
236-6634 to make a screening appointment.
You have a loved one needing to find help, hope, and healing today. The first step to a happier, healthier life is to call the Isaiah House Real Hope for Addiction. Isaiah House provides care for men and women. Locations throughout Kentucky, resetting one's life through healing, opportunity, education, and employment support for lifelong success. When you feel once to the point of rock bottom and needs help, hope, and healing, call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Monday, April the 22nd. This song by a group called Collective Soul. Name of the song's December, and it feels a little December-ish outside, doesn't it? 32 degrees as you're waking up on this Monday morning. Earth Day today. I know the celebration for us here in Boyle County was Saturday, but it is Earth Day today, April 22nd. Do you want to let you know today is Bulky Trash Pickup Day? If you are a Monday trash person where they pick up your trash on Monday, and I know that's me. I know Indian Hills subdivision would have that. I guess Green Acres would have that, kind of down that way of Lexington Road. Bulky item trash pickup week this week. So make sure you set your items, bulky items, on the curb, and they'll pick it up. Your regular trash pickup day, that begins today. 7 o'clock in the morning, top hour news is now.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. Opening statements in former President Donald Trump's hush money trial are set for today in New York. White House reporter and attorney John Decker says this is a big moment for our country.
This is unprecedented. This is historical. The idea that a former president in a criminal courtroom facing charges, it's unheard of. It's incredible that this could happen.
The Manhattan DA says he will challenge Trump's credibility if he takes the stand. Alvin Bragg says he will bring up the former president's other legal battles, including the civil judgment against him for defaming writer E. Jean Carroll in her sexual assault case. It's expected the trial could last up to 6 weeks. That's time the former president cannot spend on the campaign trail. Former president is accused of falsifying business records in order to cover up payments allegedly made to an adult film star just prior to the 2016 election. More Democrats are speaking out against threats to remove House Speaker Mike Johnson. In an interview with Fox News Sunday, Florida Congressman Jared Moskowitz said removing Johnson would only embolden foreign adversaries, including China, Russia, and Iran. He slammed Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene, who introduced a motion to vacate Johnson's speakership last month over his handling of Ukraine aid and government spending. 3 more people are under arrest in pro-Palestinian demonstrations at Columbia University in Manhattan. More from Lisa Salvati.
The NYPD says protesters returned to the campus Saturday to support the students who continue to stay outside with their sleeping bags and books. Earlier in the week, 113 people were taken into custody after clashing with police officers. Meantime, a Columbia University rabbi urges Jewish students to go home and not return to campus after the Passover holiday, as it's not safe for them.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
There's only one thing better than being a kid. Being a healthy kid. So give them the best shot at it. with no-cost health insurance from K-Chip, now available through Connect. Nothing could be simpler. All you need to do is visit connect.ky.gov/K-Chip and see what benefits you and your kids qualify for. Every kid should have health insurance, and now every kid can. Congratulations! You're going to be a mom, and we're here to help every adorably tiny step of the way. Now, expectant and new mothers up to 1 year are eligible for no-cost health coverage through K-Chip or Medicaid. Just visit us at connect.ky.gov/K-Chip to qualify and enroll. Then sit back. Got enough going on.
The Supreme Court will hear arguments in 2 cases Tuesday. The first involves a man from El Salvador who was denied a visa to be with his wife, an American citizen, in the U.S. He eventually learned he was rejected because an official saw his tattoos and suspected he might have a criminal background. He doesn't, but the decision to keep him out is held. The other case involves whether the National Labor Relations Board can order employers to rehire workers they say were fired without just cause. The case comes against a backdrop of Starbucks and a vicious fight against efforts to unionize employees across the country. Today is Earth Day, the annual event to celebrate our only home. Tammy Trujillo with more.
The first Earth Day was back in 1970. It was the idea of U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson. He called on people to fight for environmental causes with the same energy they used to oppose the Vietnam War. Today it's a day to bring attention to climate change and what people can do to make a difference. The official EarthDay.org website says in 2024, it revows to its commitment to end plastics for the sake of human and planetary health, demanding a 60% reduction in the production of all plastics by 2040.
The NFL draft is just days away. The draft kicks off on Thursday in Detroit, and Police Chief James White says they are ready to go.
We are committed. We are excited for our city. We are on an international stage, and I'm excited for the city of Detroit to show the world that we are prepared both with law enforcement and community to have a safe and welcoming event.
The Chicago Bears have the first pick. The list of 2024 inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame includes classic rock and hip-hop acts, among others. The names were announced Sunday night on American Idol, and they include Mary J. Blige, Cher, Dave Matthews Band, and Foreigner. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
Well, good morning to you folks. It's Monday, the 22nd day of April. That's Earth Day on your calendar, 042224. You're waking up frosty on the ground. Hope you covered your plants and your flowers last night, and we're looking good for the afternoon. We're in the low 60s as a high. Got a forecast coming your way. News brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here in Danville, where we make it easy to do business with us. I want to let you know that we are now offering free pickup and delivery in our quick lane within 20 miles of Danville. Give us a call at 859-238-1190. We will schedule your vehicle for pickup, perform the service requested, and return it to you.
Come to Stuart Powell. We can do business.
Ford Mazda. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting tomorrow morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from CenterWorks Director Jen Gardner, EMS Director Mike Rogers, and County Administrator Julie Wagner on the farmers market lease. It's tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. The meeting is open and the public is encouraged to attend. It's Bulky Waste Pickup Week in Danville and Perryville. This week, Republic Services will pick up bulk waste that's too large to fit in your standard container. Accepted items are things like common household goods, furniture, appliances, electronics, and brush. Items not accepted includes oversized, hazardous, or other items outside the guidelines, like tires, car parts, pianos, or pool tables. Put the items on the curb on your regular scheduled trash pickup day this week, with Perryville's Bulky Item Day being tomorrow. Mercer County's new EMS service, AmeriPro, will begin to operate in the county on Saturday. The switch from Mercer County EMS, operated by Raintree, happened after Mercer ended their contract. The Raintree says it closed its doors because of staffing and low wages. There were also complaints about a lack of service and delayed response times. Now AmeriPro says they're excited to serve the residents of Mercer County, and they'll get started with community involvement almost right away. AmeriPro says they'll host 3 different hands-on CPR classes next week. Even McDowell Health has announced that their MedSource location is moving locations. MedSource offers products and services like oxygen and respiratory services, home ventilators, CPAP and BiPAP machines, hospital beds, and other supplies. They'll be moving from their current location on South 4th Street to the right side of what was the former home of the Advocate Messenger. They'll close on Tuesday, April 30th for that move, and then reopen Wednesday, May 1st in their new location. If needed during that one day of closure, customers can visit the locations of Harrodsburg, Liberty, or Stanford MedSource. And speaking of Ephraim, they're continuing to offer health screenings. The next one is set for this Saturday, April 27th at First Baptist Church in Danville. They'll offer cholesterol, blood pressure, body mass index, mental health, and take-home colorectal cancer screening kits. Appointments are recommended, and you can schedule one by calling the McDowell Wellness Center at 859-936-9355 for this Saturday's health screening. Both events will go from 10 until 1. I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stewartpowell.com.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230.
The Sunrise Children's Services are expanding in Danville, and they invite you to attend their open house job fair this Friday, April 26, 11 to 2. They have around 25 jobs to fill, including therapists, counselors, and floor staff. Stop by and find out more about these positions, offering good salary, matching 401k, paid vacation, paid medical, and vision. There'll be free Big City Pizza and Pepsi products to enjoy during the open house job fair in Danville this Friday, April 26, 11 to 2 at the Sunrise Children's Services, 1151 Perryville Road.
We need mission-minded, caring individuals that want to make a difference.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Radio Rick.
Guess what? It's time for Lee's famous recipe, lunch in the office again. Get up to 20 two-piece chicken dinners and tea. That's over $160 value. Absolutely free.
How does someone get these 20 two-piece chicken dinners, Rick?
They email us at radio@hometownlive.net or mail it 2063 Shakertown Road, Danville, 40422. Why they deserve free lunch in the office. We'll draw the winner on Wednesday. We deliver on Thursday.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, specializing in discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save on all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street. All right, you get widespread frost as you wake up this morning. May take some extra time scraping it off that windshield. Sunshine, 62 and 41, the high and low. Increasing clouds tomorrow, 70, and Wednesday mostly sunny and a high of 67. Right now, it's 32 degrees on this Monday, April the 22nd. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-WHIR, 238-9447. What about those Cats? Big news from the Kentucky basketball Wildcats. Don't let Mark Pope get hot. Don't let this man start cooking. Just got a big-time recruit that committed a transfer over the weekend. His name is Amari Williams. Amari Williams played at Drexel last year, I believe is what it was. Drexel. Anyway, phenomenal rebounder, rim protector, got a 7'5" wingspan. He won the Conference Defensive Player of the Year 3 times in a row in the Coastal Athletic Conference, the CAA. And so big-time get for Mark Pope. So if you look at UK's roster as of right now, you got 3 guys on it. And this is going to be a big week for him, according to all the insiders. For all intents and purposes, this is when the roster, I think, will really start to come together. Amari Williams, you got Colin Chandler, who was a 4-star commit to BYU when Pope was at BYU. He's flipped to UK now. And, of course, Mr. Basketball Travis Perry as well are on the UK roster. The last Calipari-era player who had not made a decision did make his decision yesterday. Jordan Burks decided he was going to transfer. So there are no more Cal-era players on the roster unless you consider Travis Perry as one. He was initially recruited by Cal, committed under Cal, but is sticking with his UK commitment because he's a UK guy through and through. So we'll see how this roster takes shape this week. This is going to be a big week for the Cats, but 3 players right now. Amari Williams, great get for Coach Mark Pope, Colin Chandler, Travis Perry. Rumors are a couple of more are going to be committing this week as well. Let's see what's breaking and trending here in the Joe Show. Waking you up with the news headlines on this Monday morning. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is thanking the U.S. after the House passed a bill providing additional assistance to Ukraine in its ongoing war against Russia. In an interview with NBC's Meet the Press, Zelensky said passage of that bill sends a powerful signal the U.S. will help protect democracy around the world. He called it a show of leadership and strength. Zelensky added that it's critical to get resources on the battlefield as soon as possible. The package includes about $61 billion with a B dollars in aid for Ukraine. It's expected to pass the Senate this week. The Lifetime reality series about Gypsy Rose Blanchard is pivoting. Originally, the show was going to tell the story of life after prison for Blanchard, and it would include plenty of scenes with her husband Ryan Anderson. Now that the two have split, he will not be featured at all going forward. Gypsy Rose, Life After Lockup, will debut its Lifetime series this year, is now simply focusing on Gypsy, and Ryan will have to find a new way to hop back into the spotlight. The new Mad Max prequel, Furiosa, is going all out with the action part of the film. Has a 15-minute sequence that took 78 days to shoot and required 200 stunt people daily. Producer Doug Mitchell said the code name for the extensive action sequence was Stairway to Nowhere. Mitchell says the scene was essential to the plot. Furiosa opens on May the 24th. Police are investigating after a couple's ashes were stolen in Southern California. Robert Gallagher took a flight from Ohio to Los Angeles on Friday, carrying the ashes of his close friends, Leslie and David Hunt. Gallagher says after he landed in L.A., the ashes were stolen from his car while he was eating at a restaurant. One day later, David Hunt's ashes were recovered, but his wife's remains still missing. Gallagher was bringing the ashes to the couple's memorial service when they were stolen. The smash and grab thieves also stole Gallagher's computer bags, family photos, and items for Leslie's memorial. 2 are dead, 6 are injured during a shooting at a Memphis block party. A block party that authorities say had between 200 to 300 people attending turned bloody on Saturday. 2 people were killed, 6 others injured when gunfire broke out at that party. At least one of the injured people was still in critical condition early yesterday morning. No suspects are in custody, but police believe at least 2 people fired a weapon in the incident. Authorities say that the party did not have a permit. If you're doing the wrong kind of gardening, the DEA is looking for you. The DEA is investigating international criminal organizations that are currently running illegal marijuana grow facilities in around 20 states. That includes Maine, where authorities say there are 100 operations like the one where officers found almost 40 pounds of processed marijuana. The owner of the house, a naturalized U.S. citizen born in China, was arraigned on Friday and ordered held without bail. His detention hearing set for today. How did they catch him? Well, one big clue was the electric bill. After the man bought the home, it jumped from $300 a month to around $9,000 a month. That's what's breaking and trending right here on The Joe Show this morning. What else is happening? The Big Daddy's got sports coming your way right now. We'll talk Boyle County baseball with Adam Blair right around the corner, right here on The Joe Show, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here in Danville. And for over 75 years, we've been doing business the right way. We make it easy to do business with us, and we pride ourselves on providing quality products and service at a fair price. Stop by and see us at 225 South Danville Bypass and experience for yourself how easy it is to do business with us. 127 Bypass at the Prairieville intersection.
Come to Stuart Powell, we can do business.
Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The Kentucky men's basketball roster is taking shape. Drexel transfer Amari Williams has committed to the Wildcats after visiting Lexington this weekend. 6'11" Williams averaged 12 points and almost 8 rebounds a game and had just under 2 assists and 2 block shots an outing. He was the Colonial Athletic Association Defensive Player of the Year for 3 straight seasons. Williams has 1 year of eligibility remaining and is a huge addition to Mark Pope's first Wildcat roster. In baseball, number 7 Kentucky dropped its first SEC series of the year after being outslugged by number 3 Tennessee Sunday 13-11 in the rubber match of the 3-game set. Over 21,000 fans attended Kentucky Proud Park this weekend. Next up in conference play is a visit to South Carolina this coming weekend. Kentucky women's basketball program signed 4 players on the first day of the signing period last week. Head coach Kenny Brooks is bringing his incoming class that consists of 3 players classified as freshmen, 6'7" center Clara Silva, 6'2" guard Lexi Moore, and 6'1" guard Tana Baker. 6'3" forward Amelia Hassett will be a junior this fall. Former Kentucky women's point guard Brooklyn Miles has selected Pittsburgh out of the transfer portal. The 5'5" Miles played at Franklin County, where she earned the title of Miss Kentucky Basketball in 2021. She played at Tennessee for 2 years, then transferred to UK, and will have 1 year left at Pitt. Former Kentucky men's assistant Orlando Antigua is headed back to Illinois, where he's been named as Brad Underwood's associate head coach. Antigua worked with Underwood between his UK coaching stints. In Major League Baseball, the last 3 series have been sweep or be swept for Cincinnati. The Reds pulled out the broom at home versus the Angels 3-0 yesterday. Cincinnati hosts Philadelphia tonight at Great American Ballpark. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Netflix announced that it will stop reporting subscription numbers each quarter, a sign that the streaming wars may be coming to an end. Silvana Anao reports.
The company's co-chief executive said the changes come from wanting to focus on the key metrics that they think matter most to business. Netflix posted quarterly earnings Thursday, which showed that the service's ad-supported streaming plans helped bring in 9.3 million new customers, crushing analysts' expectations and highlighting the success of their password-sharing crackdown.
Prospective homebuyers are feeling the squeeze as mortgage rates rise. Minnesota Federal Reserve President Neil Kashkari says getting inflation down is key.
Ultimately, we know what we need to do. We need to get inflation back down to 2%. Once we do that or we get closer to it, we'd be in a position to start dialing back some of our interest rate increases, and then you would expect that to flow through to cheaper mortgages for American families.
The average long-term U.S. mortgage rate jumped 7%. It's the highest level in nearly 5 months. Rising rates can add hundreds of dollars a month for borrowers. The timing couldn't be worse, with spring being the housing market's busiest time of year. Trump media is alerting NASDAQ of possible illegal activity driving down share prices. CEO Devin Nunes wrote a letter to the exchange detailing what he believes is naked short selling. A naked sale is when someone sells shares in an asset without first borrowing them to ensure they could be borrowed. Typically, traders must first borrow a stock or determine that it can be borrowed before selling it short. The company, which owns Truth Social, is down by more than 50% from its all-time high on March 26th, the day after it went public. Nike is slashing more than 700 jobs at its world headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon. The company plans to lay off 740 workers by June 28th. The footwear and apparel giant has more than 11,000 employees at its Beaverton headquarters. In February, Nike announced that it would cut 2% of its global workforce in a restructuring. Officials said the cuts would allow Nike to pursue growth opportunities. Consumer and business news, Aaron Real, NBC News Radio.
There's only one thing better than being a kid. Being a healthy kid. So give them the best shot at it with no-cost health insurance from K-Chip. Now available through Connect. Nothing could be simpler. All you need to do is visit connect.ky.gov/K-Chip and see what benefits you and your kids qualify for. Every kid should have health insurance. And now, every kid can. Congratulations! You're going to be a mom, and we're here to help every adorably tiny step of the way. Now, expectant and new mothers up to 1 year are eligible for no-cost health coverage through K-Chip or Medicaid. Just visit us at connect.ky.gov/K-Chip to qualify and enroll. Then sit back and relax for a minute, okay? You've got enough going on.
The Garrett County Art Council proudly presents the Blue Jean Gala, Jeans and Jazz, a spectacular evening at Lockridge Park's new event barn, the Rick House. Saturday, April 27th, a fun way you can help support the arts with their annual Jeans and Jazz, a Blue Jean Gala, catered by Dunn's Barbecue and Catering, and held at the new Lockridge Park event barn, the Rick House. For more information, visit the Garrett County Arts Council. Spots filling fast. I'll see you there with all that jazz in my blue jeans on.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right then, think of there, Jack. It's brought to you by the Little Sign Shop. They're under new owners and operators. They offer all types of quality signs at affordable prices. Many signs available within 24 hours. It's the Little Sign Shop, where 2nd and 4th Street meet. Sunshine, a high today 62, a low tonight 41. Increasing clouds tomorrow near 70 is the high. Wednesday, sunshine and a high of 67. Right now it's 7:26 in the morning, and we are joined on the telephone by Boyle County baseball coach Adam Blair. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Oh, doing good. How are you doing today, Joe?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning. It was kind of a wild week for you all last week, where you played your back-to-back games against Danville. You scored 34 runs against your crosstown rival, the Admirals, Coach. In the last 2 years, you've outscored Danville 52-8. In a 4-game stretch, and that always has to feel good, not just beating your rival, but also getting district wins on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, most importantly for us, I mean, the runs are a good thing, but, getting the win's the most important thing. for us in district play, and those guys compete really hard every year, and we've had battles ever since I've been here, and even before I was here. So they're coached really well, and we always play hard against each other, and they get some really good kids, and we got some really good kids as well.
Yeah.
And we're happy we were able to get both of those wins.
Yeah, last year you had that weird back-to-back where you all won 20-0, and the next night lost 1-0. Did you mention that at all to your team going into that second game? Say, hey, look, I know we won 14-4 last night, but this is a brand new day. Remember what happened to us last year?
Yeah, we definitely talked about it. We talked about how every day's a new day, and baseball's that type of game that you can win by a lot one day and lose by a lot the next, or vice versa. And we had that talk, and that we had to come out and think about the day before and play like it was a new day and that it was a new team, and everybody was a clean slate again. And I think those guys took that to heart, and they understood, because it would have happened to us last year. And the guy that pitched that game last year against us, Sam, really good player. He's at Bellarmine now, doing a really good job. So, hats off to him, obviously, and that team last year. Yeah, we definitely talked about it, and I think it kind of set the tone for us.
Coach, you went to Owensboro, played in the Class 2A state tournament this weekend. You had a really difficult first-round game against Taylor County. This is a team that's 17-2 now, and was fun to be able to go to Owensboro, I'm sure, but there was kind of like a kink in the schedule after the rain wouldn't stop there on Friday, so you all were forced to play Saturday. Did you think you were playing Friday night and then, is that what it was, the schedule, get back to about 24 hours on you all?
Yeah, we were. We left that day to get down there, enough time to get our kids, where they wouldn't have to get off the bus in 3 hours after a 3-hour ride and play. We left a little bit early. Time we got down there, they had moved the games to the next day, but we were able to do some team bonding down there. Eat some barbecue down there, and Coach Jody Hamilton, legend himself, got us a 1,000th win on Saturday.
Yeah,
let us come by and practice at Owensboro Catholic, and we were able to hit and check into our hotel and get like a pre-practice day in. The kids really enjoyed that. And then the next day we were able to get up and get prepared for the game. And like you said, we played a good team. We're a good team. They're a good team, and they had a better day than we did that day. And hats off to them. And they went on to, I think, lose the championship game by 1 run in extra innings last night. So hats off to them, and we enjoyed the experience, and we look forward to getting back.
Yeah, Boyle County head baseball coach Adam Blair. Coach, you all are in action this week. You got Greene County tonight at home. That is a Greene County team that Boyle County has played only once in the last 25 years, and that was last year. So I assume this is the back half of a home and home. Is that what this is?
Yes, it is. We played there last year, and this is kind of a game we'd like to get back. Last year, I grew up playing in that region, so obviously I know them more than Boyle knows them. I grew up playing Greene County often, but we went there last year and we were up, 5 or 6 runs, and we gave up a bunch of runs in the last inning, and they walked us off. So this is a big game for us. We want to get that back. Last year kind of left a bitter taste in our mouth. We want to, win every game. We want to win tonight, and then we'd also, get district play on Tuesday and Wednesday against a, tough Lincoln team, and they'll be ready to play, and we'll be ready to play. And like I said, that's all the games are important, but Tuesday and Wednesday are the most important.
Yeah, and then next Monday and Tuesday against Garrett County. Coach, before we let you go, real quickly, got to talk about former Rebel Luke Gaffney, who hit home runs in 4 consecutive games for Purdue. He now has the freshman RBI record with 54 of them. He's tied for 13th all-time in Purdue history in single-season RBIs with 54. And there's still 16 games left in the regular season. I think 15 now after they played yesterday. What about the season Luke Gaffney is having?
Oh, he's playing. He's playing lights out. It's like a video game to him right now. It's almost like he's superhuman. I'm so able to coach him for 2 years. I'm so, happy for him. I follow him, and not only is Luke an incredible baseball player, he's just a great human all the way around, and, my little boy looks up to him, and, a lot of these other guys do too, and just his leadership, we always knew he was going to do great things because there's not a harder worker out there, and, hard work pays off, and he's as blue collar as it comes, and I'm just super, proud and happy for him, and, it's just fun to get to keep getting updates and keep seeing this picture posted and seeing him, be successful.
Yeah, 4-time Freshman of the Week, I believe, in the Big Ten Conference, and just phenomenal stuff by Luke. My son Jack still wears his Purdue hat, the inside of the bill signed by Luke Gaffney. He still wears that around, and he got that about 2 years ago. So, like you said, he's a great young man for the young kids to look up to, and a phenomenal baseball player as well. Boyle County head baseball coach Adam Blair. Coach, appreciate you being on. We will see you all next Monday and Tuesday against Garrett County, okay?
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, Coach.
It.
Yes,
Go
sir.
Rebels.
Bye. That's Boyle County baseball coach Adam Blair. Rebels, right now, record-wise, stand at 13-5, and that tough loss against a really good Taylor County team on Saturday there in Owensboro. Right now, it's 7:33 in the morning. 238-WHIR is your phone number to call in. 238-9447. We've got the County Agent's Corner with Jay Hetmansberger. Coming up next, we'll see what's on Jay's mind this morning. 32 degrees. Monday, April the 22nd. It is Earth Day.
Buyer beware. No matter what you're in the market for, it's buyer beware. This is Lauren from B&L Jewelers. Every day we see people come into B&L Jewelers and want us to look at the great deal they got online or at a discount jewelry store. Usually, the item they bought is not really what they thought they were getting, which leads to disappointment.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Here at B&L Jewelers, we try to educate you on the diamond you are buying. So when you give the gift of love, you have all the confidence of your decision to buy from B&L Jewelers was the correct one. We back up all of our jewelry with a lifetime guarantee and a trade-up policy, which you will receive full credit of the purchase price for your diamond in the future. As always, we offer special financing and 6 months free layaway. Come and see us here at B&L Jewelers today in the Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Every turn is a total rush in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Experience the new 2024 Kia Telluride, just $429 down and $429 a month. Or the 2024 Seltos, just $249 down and $249 a month. Or the 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 a month.
Experience the rush with confidence in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
2024 Kia Telluride, $429 per month, 1963 due with signing. 2024 Kia Seltos, $249 per month, $1781 due with signing. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month, $1737 due with signing. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year plus tax, license, stock, acquisition fees, include credit, no security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer options. See dealer details. Offer expires April 30, 2024.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting tomorrow morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from CenterWorks Director Jen Gardner, EMS Director Mike Rogers, and County Administrator Julie Wagner on the farmers market lease. It's tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. The meeting is open and the public is encouraged to attend. It's Bulky Waste Pickup Week in Danville and Perryville. This week, Republic Services will pick up bulk waste that's too large to fit in your standard container. Accepted items are things like common household goods, furniture, appliances, electronics, and brush. Items not accepted includes oversized, hazardous, or other items outside the guidelines, like tires, car parts, pianos, or pool tables. Put the items on the curb on your regular scheduled trash pickup day this week, with Perryville's Bulky Item Day being tomorrow. Mercer County's new EMS service, AmeriPro, will begin to operate in the county on Saturday. The switch from Mercer County EMS, operated by Raintree, happened after Mercer ended their contract. Though Raintree says it closed its doors because of staffing and low wages. There were also complaints about a lack of service and delayed response times. Now AmeriPro says they're excited to serve the residents of Mercer County, and they'll get started with community involvement almost right away. AmeriPro says they'll host 3 different hands-on CPR classes next week. Even McDowell Health has announced that their MedSource location is moving locations. MedSource offers products and services like oxygen and respiratory services, home ventilators, CPAP and BiPAP machines, hospital beds, and other supplies. They'll be moving from their current location on South 4th Street to the right side of what was the former home of the Advocate Messenger. They'll close on Tuesday, April 30th for that move, and then reopen Wednesday, May 1st in their new location. If needed during that one day of closure, customers can visit the locations of Harrodsburg, Liberty, or Stanford MedSource. And speaking of Ephraim, they're continuing to offer health screenings. The next one is set for this Saturday, April 27th at First Baptist Church in Danville. They'll offer cholesterol, blood pressure, body mass index, mental health, and take-home colorectal cancer screening kits. Appointments are recommended, and you can schedule one by calling the McDowell Wellness Center at 859-936-9355 for this Saturday's health screening. Both events will go from 10 until 1. I'm Joe Mathis.
Oh, it is so true. A nasty car don't run good. You want to make sure you get your car running great by looking great. Go to Thoroughbred Car Wash off Perryville Road, Danville. Your car will love you for it. Nothing better than a clean car from Thoroughbred Car Wash, Danville.
At the car wash. Working at the car wash, yeah.
That's Thoroughbred Car Wash in the Big Lot Shopping Center.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Fitzgerald Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at the Little Sign Shop. They offer all types of quality signs at affordable prices. Many signs available within 24 hours. They're in Danville where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Call them 859-238-7391. Sunshine. A high today 62. A low of 41. Tomorrow increasing clouds. 70's your high. Wednesday mostly sunny and 67. Right now it's 7:39 in the morning. It is 32 degrees and we've got Jay Hetmansberger on the telephone. Good morning, Jay. How are you?
Hey, good Monday morning, everybody.
Yeah. What's going on with Jay this morning?
Well, I'm looking out the window at the really nice frost this morning. I'm glad I covered my strawberries.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you covered them up, so you got that done. Hopefully, Jay, this will be the last time we need to do this, covering up our spring flowers and plants and things of that nature. 41 is the low tonight. You get tomorrow night a low of 50. Wednesday night 40, so I think, Jay, we're going to be past the frost warnings, I'm hoping at least, for the rest of this season.
I don't know. May 1st, there's usually, I think, about a 95% chance, but then you reach out to May 10th, and there's like a 98% chance that there won't be a frost. So we still got a little bit of time yet.
So May the 1st, so up to May the 1st, you got a 90% chance of frost, is what you're saying?
Yeah, a little over about a 95% chance that there will not be a frost.
Okay. So there's still a 5% chance there will be a frost.
There's still a 5% chance around May 1st that you could get a frost.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So, see, Jay knows more than I do. Jay's the county agent, for crying out loud. I'm just the lowly radio host. I don't know anything about frost. Got to get Jay talking about it. Jay's on here for the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs, selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Here's Jay Hetmansberger.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome to the County Agent's Corner. This program is brought to you each week at this time as a service of the Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer County UK Agriculture Extension Agents. And I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. This morning's topic is safety tips for lightning and thunderstorms. Did you ever wonder why we have more thunderstorms during the spring and summer? It's because weather patterns are more active as they move through Kentucky during these seasons, especially in the afternoon and evening. The weather conditions also increase the potential for lightning to strike people at work or play outdoors, and possibly while they're inside a building. Although thunderstorms are more common during the spring and summer, they can take place all year long and at all hours. All thunderstorms produce lightning, sometimes called nature's fireworks. Lightning is produced by the buildup and discharge of electrical energy between negatively and positively charged areas. And thunder results from a shock wave caused by rapid heating and cooling of air near the lightning channel. And be aware of an approaching thunderstorm and move to a safe shelter before the storm arrives in your area. If you see lightning, hear thunder, observe dark clouds, or your hair stands on end, immediately go inside a sturdy, completely enclosed building, home, or hardtop vehicle with closed windows. Avoid picnic shelters, sports dugouts, covered patios, carports, and open garages. Small wooden, vinyl, or metal sheds provide little, if any, protection. And since metal conducts lightning, don't touch metal inside or outdoors. Drop metal backpacks, release golf clubs, tennis rackets, fishing gear, and tools, and get off bicycles and motorcycles. And if you're indoors, remember, lightning can enter buildings as a direct strike through pipes and wires extending outside or through the ground. And that's today's County Agent's Corner, and it's been my pleasure to be your host. I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. Hope you have a nice day and a profitable year down on the farm.
Jay Hetmansberger, County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market, offering us some safety storm tips this morning. Now, Jay, before you go, I've got some random facts that you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Jay, are you ready?
I am anxiously awaiting.
Here we go.
Yes.
Jay, you were talking about the dangers of storms. Now we're going to talk about the dangers of deer. We should be way more wary of Bambi than of Jaws, because deer are much more deadly to Americans each year than sharks are. Alligators, bears, and venomous snakes combined. For example, there were just 2 deaths in the U.S. by shark attack last year. Each year, deer account for around 59,000 human injuries and 440 deaths a year.
Probably due to car wrecks.
Yes, I would think they would be counting car wrecks in that, and not just like people being mauled by the deer's antlers or something.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what they mean.
Yeah. Number 2, the longest border between any 2 countries, Jay. Do you have a guess?
Well, no, I really don't.
Longest border. It is between the United States and our friends to the north, Canada.
That would have been my guess.
Yeah, 5,525 miles long. That is about 1,300 miles longer than the second longest border, which, if you're wondering, is the Russia-Kazakhstan border, the second longest.
That's kind of where my first thoughts went, was over that direction.
Yes. Yeah, of course, Russia is such a massive country. You would think because it's so big, it would have to have one of the biggest borders, but it's U.S. and Canada at number 1. 5,500 plus miles. Number 3, Converse All-Stars are technically basketball shoes, but no one has worn them in an NBA game since a player on the Atlanta Hawks named Tree Rollins wore them in 1980. Kind of hard to believe. 44 years since anyone wore the Chuck Tees in a basketball game. Kind Converse
I
All-Stars.
can remember tying those on as a kid.
Yeah, everybody wore them back in the 60s and 70s when playing basketball, but now no one's wearing those in a game. Stop.
No one, yeah.
Number 4, Bob Ross was almost as famous for his curly hair as he was for his paintings, but it was all a lie. Before he got famous, he permed his hair to save money on haircuts, and then once it became his signature look, he kind of stuck with it.
Had to stay with it,
yes.
Yeah.
And then number 5, Jay, Meatloaf's album, Bat Out of Heck, came out in 1977, still sells approximately 200,000 copies a year. It is one of the best-selling albums of all time up to this point. It has sold over 43 million copies worldwide.
Is that right?
Yes,
Wow.
Meatloaf's. Now, this was part 1. He also had a part 2. I would say his most famous song came out on Bat Out of Heck Part 2. The name of that song is I'd Do Anything for Love. So that was on the second album, but we're talking about his first album here.
Talking about the first album.
Yes,
Yeah.
43 million copies. Jay, there you go. Appreciate you being on. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
All right, everybody have a safe day.
All righty, Jay. Appreciate that. Bye. Jay Hetmansberger in the County Agent's Corner. Meatloaf, here you go. 7:47 in the morning. Jeff Joel, Chamber of Commerce, is coming up next.
Spring's finally here. Along with the green grass and blooming dogwoods, spring also means thunderstorms and the possibility of power outages. Here's what you should do if a spring storm leaves you without power. Start at home. Check your fuse box or circuit breakers. Then check with your neighbors to see if they have power. If they don't, that's the time to call your electric cooperative and report the outage. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Your friends with Bluegrass Biomedical in Danville remind listeners, military involvement should be the last resort of any nation. We are fortunate that when necessary, we have one of the strongest military forces in existence, not just due to our technology, but due to the men and women who make up our military. They deserve our respect and support. Let's salute them and keep them in our prayers. This from Bluegrass Biomedical in Danville, reminding all of us that our freedom has never been free.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The Kentucky men's basketball roster is taking shape. Drexel transfer Amari Williams has committed to the Wildcats after visiting Lexington this weekend. 6'11" Williams averaged 12 points and almost 8 rebounds a game and had just under 2 assists and 2 block shots an outing. He was the Colonial Athletic Association Defensive Player of the Year for 3 straight seasons. Williams has 1 year of eligibility remaining and is a huge addition to Mark Pope's first Wildcat roster. In baseball, number 7 Kentucky dropped its first SEC series of the year after being outslugged by number 3 Tennessee Sunday 13-11 in the rubber match of the 3-game set. Over 21,000 fans attended Kentucky Proud Park this weekend. Next up in conference play is a visit to South Carolina this coming weekend. Kentucky women's basketball program signed 4 players on the first day of the signing period last week. Head coach Kenny Brooks is bringing his incoming class that consists of 3 players classified as freshmen, 6'7" center Clara Silva, 6'2" guard Lexi Moore, and 6'1" guard Tana Baker. 6'3" forward Amelia Hassett will be a junior this fall. Former Kentucky women's point guard Brooklyn Miles has selected Pittsburgh out of the transfer portal. The 5'5" Miles played at Franklin County, where she earned the title of Miss Kentucky Basketball in 2021. She played at Tennessee for 2 years, then transferred to UK, and will have 1 year left at Pitt. Former Kentucky men's assistant Orlando Antigua is headed back to Illinois, where he's been named as Brad Underwood's associate head coach, Antigua worked with Underwood between his UK coaching stints. In Major League Baseball, the last 3 series have been sweep or be swept for Cincinnati. The Reds pulled out the broom at home versus the Angels 3-0 yesterday. Cincinnati hosts Philadelphia tonight at Great American Ballpark. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hi, folks. Mike Gay here. At Essity, we know that hygiene and health is the essence of well-being for every person at every stage of life. Essity is proud to be part of the Harrodsburg and Danville communities, providing good-paying jobs to our employees who make hand towels and tissue paper for people of all ages. If you'd like to join us, check out our website at ESSITY.com. That's Essity.com. ESSITY.com.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. They are just north of us in Harrodsburg, specializing in discount, waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood, tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save on all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street. Sunshine, a high today 62, a low tonight of 41. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, a high of 70. Wednesday, mostly sunny and 67 is your high at 7:52 in the morning. What's going on with Jeff Joel with the Chamber of Commerce? Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
Good morning, Joe. I'm great. How are you on this chilly morning?
I'm doing great, Jeff. Doing great. Earth Day today, and I can't think of a better week to open up the farmers market than on Earth Day week. And being able to support our local farmers and local growers and local produce. I know you're excited about this Saturday, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We're hoping to have a big opening day after our lovely big Earth Day celebration Saturday, which we had out at UK Extension Office. Bunch of groups put that on. It was really well attended, which was nice, and gave us a chance to promote opening day of the market out there to just the right crowd, I think.
Awesome. Go. Good stuff. Jeff, what do we got going on this week, obviously with the farmers market opening, and in the next couple of weeks?
Well, we got farmers market opening on Saturday the 27th, 9 to noon. We've got live musicians every week. We've also got ribbon cutting and open house at Outreach Behavioral Health here in Danville on Tuesday the 30th. And we've got upcoming, I hope it's going to hit the streets today marketing-wise, we've got our gala coming up, our annual awards banquet gala, which is going to be on Friday, June 7th. And it's going to be a joint party with us for our 105th birthday and the airport for their 90th birthday, held at the airport.
Awesome. Good stuff. So we got some stuff to look forward to then in the next couple of weeks.
We certainly do. And we also, I can't believe I forgot it. We have our first Thursday event coming up.
Okay.
That'll be on, trying to get my calendar going here, that'll be on the 2nd, May 2nd. And that's, a joint thing that we do with CVB and Great American Brass Band Festival. And I think the lineup is available on our and Great American Brass Band Festival's Facebook pages now.
Yeah, and that's the Downtown Downbeats concert series, right?
Yes, it is. And that's downtown. We always have a small local group at Constitution Square early, 5:30 or 6. And then 7:30, we have our main folks take the stage down at Wissiger. And the restaurants all stay open, the shops, a lot of the shops stay open. It's a really fun event.
Yeah, so that'll be Thursday, May the 2nd, first Thursday of the month, again, in conjunction with the Brass Band Festival, helping put this on, and Downtown Downbeats and live music. And as Jeff said, the businesses, the restaurants stay open, some of them offering different special deals on that Thursday, so that should be a whole lot of fun. That's Thursday, May the 2nd. So we got a lot to do as the spring season rolls on, Jeff. If people have any questions for you, how can they get in touch with you?
Best way is just email me at jeff@danvilleboylechamber.com.
There you go. And you can go see Jeff this Saturday at the Boyle County Farmers Market. How many different vendors do you have, Jeff? I know it's tough to say who will be set up when, but how many different vendors will there be there on an average Saturday?
I know that we've approved more than 60 vendors.
Wow.
And several of them are new folks this year, too.
So 60 vendors, 60-ish vendors, and many new ones this year. You got to check them out. The Boyle County Farmers Market opens up Saturday at what time?
Opens up Saturday at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. at the Constitution Square. Jeff, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again next Monday. You have a great week, okay?
You too, Joe.
Bye. That's Jeff Jewell with the Danville Boyle County Chamber of Commerce. At 7:55 in the morning, we see what's going on out west in the world of absolute weird. It's coming your way in 60 seconds.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
All right, 7:56. We are booking a flight out west to LAX to see what's going on with our celebrity friends in Hollywood. Let's do it. The Showbiz segment. You know the Joe Show rule here. If a celebrity does it or says it, you should probably do and think the opposite. All right, starting off with number one, Taylor Swift released a new double album, and it's already breaking Spotify records. It's called The Tortured Poets Department. Just hours after it dropped on Friday, it became the most streamed album in a single day. It's also the first album to have more than 300 million streams in one day. In addition, Taylor is now the most streamed artist in a single day in Spotify history, and the track Fortnite featuring Post Malone is the most streamed song in a single day. Obviously, the last few days have all been about Taylor, so let's wade into this chaos real quickly. The album sold 1.6 million copies in one day, which is pretty much unheard of. 600,000 of those were vinyl, as gullible young girls blow their entire savings on all the different variants. Number two, Post Malone says he was floored and beyond honored to be featured on Taylor's new track, Fortnite. And the Fortnite video features Ethan Hawke and Josh Charles, two of the stars of the movie The Dead Poets Society. Josh says he had to keep it quiet, didn't even tell his kids about it. There's many other factoids from this. Speaking of Taylor Swift, I tell you what, Kim Kardashian sure is punching up, isn't she? I mean, let's be honest. When you talk about talent, is Kim even in the same conversation as Taylor? She's not. She's not even in the same sentence. Taylor Swift didn't just release an album on Friday. It was a double album. One of those songs was called Thank You, All Me, and it's a Kim Kardashian diss track. Yes, like so many things in her life, she just can't let this go. The title itself is a tip-off, since the only letters that are capitalized are K, I, and M, and they appear in that order. Also on Apple Music, the lyrics are stylized the same way, like the line, scream to bleep you, all me to the night sky as the blood was gushing. Once again, K, I, and M are capitalized. There's also mention of a bronze spray tan statue and a line that goes, and so I changed your name, and then he real defining clues. Then there's this, and one day your kid comes home singing a song that only two of us is going to know is about you. Goodness gracious. Okay, speaking of rivalries, David Beckham apparently is suing Mark Wahlberg for messing him over, allegedly. Back in 2021, Beckham became a brand ambassador for Marky Mark's fitness company, but he claims that partnership cost him $10 million. That's because he was supposed to receive stock in the company as a part of the deal, but he didn't get the stock price. He didn't get in the stock price's tank now, and now he feels like he's been duped. There you go. Mark Wahlberg, David Beckham feuding, Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift still feuding. It's Taylor's world in the music right now. 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville. It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Opening statements in former President Donald Trump's hush money trial are expected today. Jacqueline Carl with more.
The 6 alternate jurors have been seated and the 12 jurors are in place. Judge Juan Merchan ruled prosecutors do not have to give advance notice of the witness list to Trump's legal team, saying Trump cannot be trusted not to post about them. Trump has complained about his gag order, noting prosecution witnesses are allowed to talk about the case, but he can't. Trump is accused of falsifying records to cover up hush money payments to an adult film star before he was elected in 2016.
For the first time in American history, prosecutors will present opening statements today in a criminal case against a former president. Manhattan's DA says he will challenge Donald Trump's credibility if he takes a stand. Republican Congressman from Texas, Tony Gonzalez, says he doesn't believe Mike Johnson will be removed as Speaker of the House. Scott Carr in Washington.
Some Republicans in the House say they're not happy with the Speaker's decision to not tie U.S. border policy changes to a foreign aid package for Ukraine.
And the adults retook control of the U.S. Congress.
Gonzalez tells CNN's State of the Union Johnson will likely survive threats to remove him through a motion to vacate, largely pressed by Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I think people got sick and tired, he's one of them, of Marjorie Taylor Greene being in charge of their life, and they just finally said no.
Gonzalez says Johnson's commitment to bipartisanship is likely what can save him from fringe efforts to oust him.
An Amtrak executive says construction on a Texas bullet train between Houston and Dallas could get underway within 10 years. When finished, the train would make the trip from Houston to Dallas in 90 minutes. And a salmonella outbreak is prompting Trader Joe's to pull its fresh basil from shelves in 29 states. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Paid with funds to the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Do you know what red flags to look for when considering an investment opportunity? Fraudulent sellers might make unsolicited contact, tell you everyone is buying it, and pressure you to invest right now. They make hefty promises over the phone, but never put them in writing. At the Department of Financial Institutions, we have a saying. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. We're on a mission to educate Team Kentucky and protect your hard-earned dollars. Visit us online at kfi.ky.gov for more information.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says it would be illogical for Democrats to vote for someone other than President Biden in the presidential election. During an interview on CNN's State of the Union, Pritzker argued Democrats must vote for Biden if they want to make sure former President Trump doesn't get back in the White House.
It's throwing away your vote if you're a Democrat and you vote for someone else on the ballot other than Joe Biden.
This comes amid growing concern independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. could end up changing the outcome of November's election. Kennedy recently qualified to appear on the ballot in the battleground state of Michigan. Today is Earth Day, the annual event to celebrate our only home.
Today's Earth Day, the theme is planet or plastic.
That's Monica Medina, former Assistant Secretary of State for Oceans and International Environmental and Scientific Affairs at the State Department. First Earth Day was commemorated back in 1970 and called on people to fight for environmental causes with the same energy they used to oppose the Vietnam War. Today, it's a day to bring attention to climate change and what people can do to make a difference. Shohei Ohtani's two-run blast in the third inning of the Los Angeles Dodgers' 10-0 win over the New York Mets on Sunday was not a typical home run. That homer was the 176th of Ohtani's big league career, moving him past former Yankees star Hideki Matsui for most homers by a Japanese-born MLB player. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts weighed in on the milestone.
I know that Shohei admired him, so for him to eclipse that mark, it's a big deal. And I know that, you know, whatever kind of mark is ahead of Shohei, he's trying to take them all down.
Ohtani has hit the ground running in his first season with the Dodgers. In 24 games, the designated hitter is hitting .368 with 5 home runs, 13 RBI, and 5 stolen bases. Michael Kastner, NBC.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is the place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails too, braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Good morning to you. It's Monday. It is the 22nd day of April, 042224. On your calendar, what a great sunny day we have. It is chilly right now, 34 degrees, but we warm up about 30 degrees from what we see now. We'll be in the low 60s as a high today. Forecast comes your way, so does news, and news is coming your way right now.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting tomorrow morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from CenterWorks Director Jen Gardner, EMS Director Mike Rogers, and County Administrator Julie Wagner on the farmers market lease. It's tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. The meeting is open and the public is encouraged to attend. It's Bulky Waste Pickup Week in Danville and Perryville. This week, Republic Services will pick up bulk waste that's too large to fit in your standard container. Accepted items are things like common household goods, furniture, appliances, electronics, and brush. Items not accepted includes oversized, hazardous, or other items outside the guidelines, like tires, car parts, pianos, or pool tables. Put the items on the curb on your regular scheduled trash pickup day this week, with Perryville's Bulky Item Day being tomorrow. Mercer County's new EMS service, AmeriPro, will begin to operate in the county on Saturday. The switch from Mercer County EMS, operated by Raintree, happened after Mercer ended their contract. The Raintree says it closed its doors because of staffing and low wages. There are also complaints about a lack of service and delayed response times. Now, AmeriPro says they're excited to serve the residents of Mercer County, and they'll get started with community involvement almost right away. AmeriPro says they'll host 3 different hands-on CPR classes next week. Even McDowell Health has announced that their MedSource location is moving locations. MedSource offers products and services like oxygen and respiratory services, home ventilators, CPAP and BiPAP machines, hospital beds, and other supplies. They'll be moving from their current location on South 4th Street to the right side of what was the former home of the Advocate Messenger. They'll close on Tuesday, April 30th for that move, and then reopen Wednesday, May 1st in their new location. If needed during that one day of closure, customers can visit the locations of Harrodsburg, Liberty, or Stanford MedSource. And speaking of Ephraim, they're continuing to offer health screenings. The next one is set for this Saturday, April 27th at First Baptist Church in Danville. They'll offer cholesterol, blood pressure, body mass index, mental health, and take-home colorectal cancer screening kits. Appointments are recommended, and you can schedule one by calling the McDowell Wellness Center at 859-936-9355 for this Saturday's health screening. Both events will go from 10 until 1. I'm Joe Mathis.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Danville Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
Lease and save at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Lease a new 24 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 for only $199 per month for 24 months. $58.79 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 10,000 miles per year. Stock M24173. Must be a current leasee. Bob Allen Chevrolet on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. Together, let's drive.
Hey folks, Cliffhead Irvin with Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers in Lancaster. We proudly support our home team Lions on the field and off. If you are looking to buy, sell, or auction your property, no one sells it better. Our professional agents can help you navigate the home buying or selling process while taking the stress off of you. Follow us on Facebook or visit us at irvingroup.com.
The Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers. No one sells it better.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Well, that's awfully nice of you there, Jackie Boy. Brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop. 315 Delahaye. Call for an appointment, 236-2299. Sunshine, a high today 62, a low tonight 41. Increasing clouds tomorrow, high of 70. Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high of 67. It's 8:10 in the morning right now, 34 degrees. And Ruby Klein-Eaton joins the show this morning, a runner's mom and more. Good morning, Ruby. How are you?
Good morning, and good morning, Danville. I'm telling you, these temps are kind of crazy. But, you know, as long as you layer up and get out and get active, it's still going to be okay.
Yeah, awesome. We're going to be in the low 60s, though, this afternoon. That's, to me, that's like perfect running weather to where it's not too hot where you're sweating, but it's not too cold where you feel like you have to layer up more than usual. So, like, you get those low 60s, Ruby, that's about perfect.
Absolutely it is. And don't forget, everybody, make sure you hydrate because even though the temps are a little bit lower, your body still needs to be very hydrated. And you'll not know you need water until you are feeling a little bit lightheaded, and you don't want to have that to happen.
Yes. Yeah. What do we got going on this week, Ruby?
Wow, this week is so busy for me. I've got lots of things going on. I want to remind everybody that Frills in Fashion, #1, is going to be coming up on Wednesday. That's at the showroom, and it benefits Heritage Hospice. I had to give that plug because I'm on the committee. I'm going to be in Derby not at Keeneland, and Louisville. I'm working Thursday, a double shift, so come and see me. For those runners who are running Derby this weekend, I will be at Packet Pickup. I expect to see a bunch of people come and see me and give me a hello there. Right at about last word I heard, there was like they're expecting 10,000 people. I don't know if that's true or not. I need to try to research that a little bit. So this coming weekend, if you want to stay local, you don't want to do the Derby half or marathon, we got a Run Walk for Hope 5K over in Lexington. We've also got the 2 Bridge, which of course goes from Kentucky into Ohio and back. That's at Maysville. But then Sunday on the 28th, I will be doing the photos for the inaugural Coldstream Derby 5K. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody this week and this weekend. And then May is booked. I've got several Sundays booked. I've got all of the Saturdays are booked. So we got lots of stuff going on. If you want to do your first 5K and are nervous about it, don't be. Call me. We'll walk together, we'll do something together, and I'll make sure your first race is free.
Yes, love it. If you've got 10,000 runners in this race, Ruby, I hope you take an extra memory card with you. That's a lot of pictures.
Well, I'm working the finish line.
Okay. So you'll be...
No pictures.
No pictures. Okay. All right, so you're just working the finish line. Okay.
I'm actually going to be putting medals on people or handing them to them, whichever one they want. They already had all their photographers, which is great because, yes, I would be wore out by the time I got done with 10,000. Oh, my God.
Yeah. That trigger finger, yeah, you'd need some Bengay or something like that in that trigger finger. There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Ruby, appreciate you being on. People have any questions for you, what's the number they can get in touch with you?
Give me a call or a text at 859-583-7852. Find me on all the social medias. I've got races to share, and I've got race codes to share. So please give me a call. Find me on social media. We've got lots of stuff coming up.
Ruby Klein-Eaton, the runner's mom and more. Ruby, appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again next Monday, okay?
Absolutely. Danville, let's get out and get active.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ruby Klein-Eaton, the runner's mom and more. Running updates Mondays at 8:10 right here on The Joe Show on WHIR. All right, let's see what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report. Starting off with this investigation by the FAA where Hensley Mullins is the Rockies hitting coach, sitting behind the cockpit controls during a team flight chartered through United. Now, according to reports, the FAA is said to be investigating an unauthorized person in the flight deck during the flight. In the video, Mullins can be seen giving a thumbs up to the camera, saying that they're on their way to Toronto and that he'll be landing this tonight. Back in the day, there are tons of people who had stories about being invited into the cockpit to take a look as kids. In the post-9/11 world, however, this would be something that's frowned upon. A representative for United says the airline is, quote, deeply disturbed by what's shown in the video, and the fact that the co-pilot can be seen smiling and waving at the camera in the video probably doesn't help things. United has said that both pilots in the flight have been suspended as they investigate as well. Rockies manager Bud Black said Mullins has, quote, apologized to the team of the United Airlines for the incident and that it will not affect his standing or employment with the team. The NFL Draft happens this Thursday. For these football prospects, it's the chance to take the first step in making a name for themselves in their careers as professional football players. For you, a chance to make some money. Yes, there are odds on who will be the number one pick. It's currently Caleb Williams at number 1. Number 2 would be Jaden Daniels or Drake May. Number 3, Drake May or Jaden Daniels or J.J. McCarthy. At number 4, Marvin Harrison Jr. or J.J. McCarthy or Drake May, whoever's left at that number 4 pick. What else is going on in sports? Well, in boxing, Ryan Garcia pulled off the upset on Saturday over Devin Haney by unanimous decision for the WBC Super Lightweight title. Here's how it sounded on that call on Saturday.
DeLuca scores this contest even, 112-112. Eric Marlensky, 114-110. Robin Taylor, 115-109. Your winner by majority decision, King Ryan Garcia!
There you go. The NBA had a couple of games yesterday, including the Knicks, who got a late clutch three-pointer by Josh Hart, beat the 76ers 111-104.
Brunson with 7 to shoot. Cross court to Hart. Josh Hart, a three-pointer. Puts it in! Josh Hart, some clutch three-pointers. And it's back to a 6-point game.
And number 1 seed Oklahoma City beat the number 8 seeded Pelicans 94-92 to win game 1 after a missed three-pointer by C.J. McCollum.
Pelicans are out of timeouts. McCollum against Wallace, pulled away. 4 seconds. McCollum, the fake, the fire. No, and it's over. Oklahoma City survives and hold on to take game 1.
There you go, the Sort of Sports Report. More sports with a Big Daddy coming your way right now. And we see what's gone on this date in history that's made this day a date to remember. UK basketball with a big-time commitment. Drexel transfer. Amari Williams is a cat, and the Big Daddy will talk about it in sports.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The Kentucky men's basketball roster is taking shape. Drexel transfer Amari Williams has committed to the Wildcats after visiting Lexington this weekend. 6'11" Williams averaged 12 points and almost 8 rebounds a game and had just under 2 assists and 2 block shots an outing. He was the Colonial Athletic Association Defensive Player of the Year for 3 straight seasons. Williams has 1 year of eligibility remaining and is a huge addition to Mark Pope's first Wildcat roster. In baseball, number 7 Kentucky dropped its first SEC series of the year after being outslugged by number 3 Tennessee Sunday 13-11 in the rubber match of the 3-game set. Over 21,000 fans attended Kentucky Proud Park this weekend. Next up in conference play is a visit to South Carolina this coming weekend. Kentucky women's basketball program signed 4 players on the first day of the signing period last week. Head coach Kenny Brooks is bringing his incoming class that consists of 3 players classified as freshmen, 6'7" center Clara Silva, 6'2" guard Lexi Moore, and 6'1" guard Tana Baker. 6'3" forward Amelia Hassett will be a junior this fall. Former Kentucky women's point guard Brooklyn Miles has selected Pittsburgh out of the transfer portal. The 5'5" Miles played at Franklin County, where she earned the title of Miss Kentucky basketball in 2021. She played at Tennessee for 2 years, then transferred to UK, and will have 1 year left at Pitt. Former Kentucky men's assistant Orlando Antigua is headed back to Illinois, where he's been named as Brad Underwood's associate head coach. Antigua worked with Underwood between his UK coaching stints. In Major League Baseball, the last 3 series have been sweep or be swept for Cincinnati. The Reds pulled out the broom at home versus the Angels 3-0 yesterday. Cincinnati hosts Philadelphia tonight at Great American Ballpark. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Every turn is a total rush in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Experience the new 2024 Kia Telluride, just $429 down and $429 a month. Or the 2024 Seltos, just $249 down and $249 a month. Or the 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 a month.
Experience the rush with confidence in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
2024 Kia Telluride, $429 per month, 1963 with signing. 2024 Kia Seltos, $249 a month, 1781 with signing. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month, 1737 with signing. 36 months, lease 10,000 miles per year plus tax title license. Acquisition fees include credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer rate options. See dealer details. Offer expires April 30, 2024.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
It's brought to you by our friends over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris. They would just love to give you a free quote. Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Sunshine, a high of 62, a low tonight 41. Increasing clouds tomorrow and 70. Mostly sunny Wednesday and 70 is your high, right around there. Right now it's 8:22 in the morning. What a great morning to wake up and be in the city of firsts, Danville and Boyle County, with a little bit of a chill in the air. But again, we are into the low 60s as a high today. Airports all over the world are being shamed for their sky-high prices. I mean, it's going up everywhere, right? Prices are going up everywhere. Airports are not excluded from that.
A small bag of Doritos, $15.
Huh?
A Dasani bottled water, $24.
Are you serious?
A People magazine, $55.
No way.
Not having to go back through security to get stuff just because it's cheaper outside of the airport, priceless.
I guess you have a point.
There are some things money can barely buy. For everything else, there's the airport card, the official card of overpriced airports all over America. Apply today.
Yeah, let's see what's going on this date in history that's made this date a date to remember. Starting off on this date, April 22nd, back in 1972, where Apollo 16, their astronauts John Young and Charles Duke walked and rode on the surface of the moon for 7 hours and 23 minutes. On this date, 1972.
Hippity-hoppity, hippity-hoppity, hippity-hopping over hill and dale.
That's an actual clip of them walking on and riding on the surface of the moon. On this date, 1972. On this date, 1994, disgraced former President Richard Nixon died following a stroke. Here's a clip from Nixon's funeral.
As we seek to measure the greatness of the man and his legacy, it is clear how truly splendid Richard Nixon's day has been.
It was on this date in 2013, a seriously wounded Johar Tsarnaev was charged in his hospital room with a bombing of the Boston Marathon and a plot with his older brother who died after a fierce gun battle with police. Here's a clip of a victim talking about the charges.
It really does not change anything for me because what he took from me
I'm never going to be able to regain.
It was on this day, 2014, April the 22nd, 2014, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 6-2 in favor of a Michigan ban on affirmative action. The ban didn't allow public universities to use race as a factor when making acceptance decisions. Here's a clip of former Michigan Attorney General Bill Schuett's press conference after that decision was made.
Today's decision by the United States Supreme Court is a victory for the citizens of Michigan, who overwhelmingly voted in 2006 to require equal treatment in admission to our outstanding colleges and universities.
And that's what's gone on this date in history, April the 22nd. That's made this date a date to remember. It's 8:25 in the morning. We're stepping aside. We're coming back. Hey, the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has introduced their inductees. We'll talk about them coming up in just a minute. Stay with us. We're back in 2 minutes on the Joe Show.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Danville Physical Therapy is now orthopedic and sports physical therapy. The new owner and director, Samantha Ashford, will help you if you are having problems with your back, your neck, headaches, industrial work injuries, sports injuries. You need rehab, individual rehab, and skilled hands-on care. Then come to orthopedic and sports physical therapy. Suffer from repetitive strain disorder? Need post-operative rehab of the extremities and the spine? Arthritis? Oh, it hurts. Head to orthopedic and sports physical therapy in Danville, 474 Whirlaway Drive.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
$8:27 in the morning. John Waite missing you. He's not going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee class this year. Announced last night in American Idol, there are 16 inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. One of my favorite bands. Oh, Dave Matthews Band getting the nod in the performers category. Their album, Under the Table and Dreamin', is just awesome. This right here is their song, Ants Marching. Dave Matthews Band going to be in there. Way to go to them. Some of the others, Mary J. Blige, Cher, Peter Frampton, another one that's going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This group. Foreigner coming to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the performers category. Foreigner. Ozzy Osbourne, A Tribe Called Quest, also in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And this group right here will be inducted. Kool and the Gang getting the nod. Get down on it. Jimmy Buffett, Dionne Warwick are being recognized for musical excellence. MC5 and one of Motown's creators, Norman Whitfield, as well. Big Mama Thornton going to be inducted in the musical influence category, along with British blues musicians Alexis Corner and John Mayall. And the Ahmet Ertegun Award will go to Suzanne DePass. She's the first leading female executive in the music business. The induction ceremony in October in Cleveland, Ohio. It'll stream live on Disney+. Way to go to the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. There you go. It's 8:30 in the morning. Getting a little early morning dance on as you get your morning cup of coffee. All right, 8:30 in the morning, 30 minutes to go in this 8 o'clock hour. Grub Gab, the world of food, and what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B. It's all coming up next.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Several rallies are scheduled today across Kentucky in support of people experiencing homelessness.
The group Kentucky Housing Advocates is holding a day of action with demonstrations and marches planned in Ashland, Lexington, Louisville, and Berea, organized in the aftermath of the passage of House Bill 5, which criminalizes street camping in Kentucky, and also on the day when the U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments in Johnson versus Grants Pass, a case out of to people sleeping in public. I'm Jack Crumley.
AT&T is working to end any service interruptions after widespread outages were reported Saturday. The Jessamine County Sheriff's Office took to social media to state that AT&T was upgrading their phone system and 911 service was interrupted. Rowan County Emergency Management also reported service interruptions throughout the area. Customers reported sporadic service and dropped signals. 27-year-old Georgetown resident Tyler Brady Lawson was sentenced to 28 years in prison for producing child pornography in a U.S. District Court Wednesday. According to his plea agreement, Lawson was the longtime boyfriend of a woman who had close connections to two young girls. Lawson admitted he knowingly captured visual depictions of one of the girls that he intended to create depictions of sexually explicit conduct. Upon his release from prison, he will be under the supervision of the U.S. Probation Office for life. Mercer County EMS is proud to announce residents will receive service through AmeriPro. Lex 18 reports city officials signed a new 3-year contract on Friday, starting Saturday, April 27th. AmeriPro will serve the community with 2 new ambulances and is currently looking for EMTs and paramedics to fill positions. The company will be offering 3 free CPR classes in the near future. I'm Lee Malwin.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Respiratory viruses are making children sick across Kentucky. Children even get hospitalized at higher rates. But there's one easy way to protect our families. Get immunized. Pediatricians recommend staying up to date on all routine immunizations like flu, RSV, whooping cough, COVID-19, and measles. Most immunizations and boosters are even free. Call 855-598-2246 to find a provider near you. This message paid for by Kentucky Voices for Health, the Kentucky Broadcasters Association, and this station.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting tomorrow morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from CenterWorks Director Jen Gardner, EMS Director Mike Rogers, and County Administrator Julie Wagner on the farmers market lease. It's tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. The meeting is open and the public is encouraged to attend. It's Bulky Waste Pickup Week in Danville and Perryville. This week, Republic Services will pick up bulk waste that's too large to fit in your standard container. Accepted items are things like common household goods, furniture, appliances, electronics, and brush. Items not accepted includes oversized, hazardous, or other items outside the guidelines, like tires, car parts, pianos, or pool tables. Put the items on the curb on your regular scheduled trash pickup day this week, with Perryville's Bulky Item Day being tomorrow. Mercer County's new EMS service, AmeriPro, will begin to operate in the county on Saturday. The switch from Mercer County EMS, operated by Raintree, happened after Mercer ended their contract. The Raintree says it closed its doors because of staffing and low wages. There were also complaints about a lack of service and delayed response times. Now AmeriPro says they're excited to serve the residents of Mercer County, and they'll get started with community involvement almost right away. AmeriPro says they'll host 3 different hands-on CPR classes next week. Even McDowell Health has announced that their MedSource location is moving locations. MedSource offers products and services like oxygen and respiratory services, home ventilators, CPAP and BiPAP machines, hospital beds, and other supplies. They'll be moving from their current location on South 4th Street to the right side of what was the former home of the Advocate Messenger. They'll close on Tuesday, April 30th for that move, and then reopen Wednesday, May 1st in their new location. If needed during that one day of closure, customers can visit the locations of Harrodsburg, Liberty, or Stanford MedSource. And speaking of Ephraim, they're continuing to offer health screenings. The next one is set for this Saturday, April 27th at First Baptist Church in Danville. They'll offer cholesterol, blood pressure, body mass index, mental health, and take-home colorectal cancer screening kits. Appointments are recommended, and you can schedule one by calling the McDowell Wellness Center at 859-936-9355 for this Saturday's health screening. Both events will go from 10 until 1. I'm Joe Mathis.
Would you like to receive a free gift? Refer a friend or family member to Farmers National Bank and receive your free gift. It's simple. Visit the bank's website at fnbky.com. And when your friend opens a Farmers National Bank checking account, you receive a free gift. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Yep, brought to you by ADA. Hit it in there. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA's on the way. Yep, call them 859-519-6382. Gotta call our friends at ADA. Hit it in there. They do a phenomenal job. You get sunshine. High today 62, low tonight 41. Tomorrow, sunshine. 69, Wednesday, sunshine 67, Thursday 67, Friday 74. Should be a pretty good day of weather for us this week. A pretty good day of weather for us this week. What? Pretty good week of weather for us this week. And today. And tomorrow. The whole week of weather. And today. Got that all backward. 8:38 in the morning right now, 36 degrees. If you're hungry, looking for breakfast, Wendy's here in Danville has the Wendy's Breakfast Burrito, brand new to their menu. This is a hearty and delicious thing. This isn't one of those like wimpy burritos, right? A burrito should fill you up, is what Wendy's says. One burrito should fill you up, and they have accomplished that goal. 6 strips of bacon, 2 eggs, 2 slices of cheese, seasoned potatoes, all wrapped in a warm flour tortilla. It's Wendy's in Danville. Tell them you heard it this morning on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. All right, we've got, I've heard great things about the concert that happened at Renfro Valley over the weekend. That was the Lynyrd Skynyrd cover band, and we've got more tickets to give away. This time, it's Creedence Clearwater Revival's cover band called Revisiting Creedence. Revisiting Creedence. Check it out.
For a decade, they toured the world with Creedence Clearwater Revival Rock and Roll Hall of Famers in Creedence Clearwater Revisited. Featuring Dan McGuinness on lead vocals and Kurt Griffey on lead guitar. Now, Revisiting Creedence continues the musical legacy of CCR. taking the torch from original CCR members Stu Cook and Doug Cosmo Clifford, revisiting Creedence. Earn the heritage and experience to celebrate the music of Creedence Clearwater Revival. Road tested, audience approved. Don't miss Revisiting Creedence.
Wanted to whet your appetite a little bit, hear what they have to offer. They sound awesome. If you're a big CCR fan, this Friday at Renfro Valley, Creedence Clearwater Revival cover band revisiting Clearance. I just keep on saying Clearance. Revisiting Creedence. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Revisiting Creedence, going to be there at Renfro Valley coming up on Friday. We'll give away some tickets to that in the next, I don't know, before the top hour begins, but I wanted to let you hear it before we just blindly opened up the phone lines and to let you call in for it. So big CCR fans, listen in. Here's your chance to win some tickets. We'll do it the next 15 minutes. We'll make sure that you know phone lines are open. We'll tell you all that and give you a chance to call in and win. Here's Wedding Planning with Pam right now.
Hi, I'm Timothy Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pam. Planning to tent your wedding reception? Then plan on budgeting a little money to transform visual challenges. There's nothing more sterile than metal tent beams and supports. Plan on renting a fabric tent liner for an instantly elegant, magical look. If a tent must be weighted with orange water barrels, yuck! Arrange for these to be covered with white tablecloths. A great way to soften tents is with plants. Cluster palms around center tent poles and bunch potted ferns around side poles and stakes. Select special linens for the escort card table, sweetheart table, and cake table. Use covers to hide folding chairs. Rent a beautiful base plate or charger for a big impact when guests are seated for dinner, and then use the standard china for the rest of the meal. Guests will remember the first impression. Lighting is important when you're working with a tent because they have no source of light except what you bring in. Candles are the least expensive option and the most romantic. Use a variety of heights to get the maximum glow throughout. Pin spotting is dramatic, a wonderful way to increase impact. It makes flower centerpieces pop in this dimmed area. Edging the perimeter of the tent with string lights is another popular option. My love note for today: when bringing in rental equipment, appoint someone to inventory and collect it at the end of the night.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Stock number RZ019931, MSRP 32620, sales price $29,967. Price excludes tax, title, and license. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with special financing, lease, and some other offers. See dealer for details. Offer ends 4/30/24.
The Don Franklin Spring Event is happening right now at Don Franklin Mitsubishi. Get 0.99% APR for 36 months on select new 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander models. Your next vehicle is waiting at Don Franklin Mitsubishi, driven by family.
It's time for the second annual Crawfish Boil. Let's get cracking! And some fresh crawfish straight from the bayou, prepared by our Cajun friends. Enjoying the bands, Hunter Jordan and Duncan Shadrack on the Wilderness stage. Get your early broiled tickets and have first pickings on some fresh crawfish and fixins'. Pots rolling and drinks flowing on the last Saturday in April. Purchase your tickets now at morleysky.com. Thanks to Farmers National Bank, it's the second annual Crawfish Boil.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
All right, listen up. You want free chicken delivered to your place of work, your business, your office? Lee's Famous Recipe and the Hometown Radio Network have teamed up once again to deliver 20 two-piece chicken dinners from Lee's Famous Recipe to wherever you work. And we do that every Thursday. We pick the winner Wednesdays. We deliver Thursday. So if you want a chance to win, email us why you deserve 20 two-piece chicken dinners from Lee's Famous Recipe right here in Danville with tea, sweet tea, and unsweet tea to drink as well. It comes with 2 sides, coleslaw, and mashed potatoes and gravy, as well as biscuits. And we deliver it to your place. You don't even have to work. So you tell us when your lunch break is. We bring it to you. If you're a listener of The Joe Show, all you have to do is email radio@hometownlive.net why you and your coworkers deserve 20 two-piece chicken dinners from Lee's Famous Recipe right here in Danville. And you may be a winner of lunch at the office. Grub Gab, the world of food where you can just eat it. A perfect segue from talking about Lee's to talking about food. So you know this bread company, it's called Dave's Killer Bread, and it's got the guy playing the guitar on the front of it. They're coming out with a new released product. It's a high-fiber product. Dave's Killer Bread is a company known for its organic bread products. They just released its newest Rock and Roll Rolls. Rock and Rolls. The 12-pack of whole grain dinner rolls uses their signature blend of 21 grains and seeds. Features exactly the first ingredient you're looking for, whole wheat flour. It was an exciting day for people looking for that. The Rock and Rolls, Dave's Killer Bread, you can have those like with dinner now. So they've got their sandwich bread, now they have rolls. Aiming to please both loyal fans and newcomers alike, Denny's introduces the new barbecue bacon chicken sandwich and brownie sundae with Oreo pieces as the family-friendly restaurant chain's newest menu offerings. The barbecue bacon chicken sandwich consists of a grilled chicken breast covered in tangy barbecue sauce, then topped with 2 strips of crispy bacon, aged white cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, red onions, and sliced pickles, and served in a grilled brioche bun. The sandwich is served with a side of crispy, wavy cut fries. Meanwhile, the sundae features a warm brownie topped with vanilla ice cream, crumbled pieces of Oreo cookies, and a chocolate drizzle. Staying with Denny's, they have their new berry waffle slam. It features 2 Liege-style waffles made with sweet pearl sugar and real butter, topped with seasonal berries and a drizzle of caramel sauce, and served with 2 made-to-order eggs, 2 strips of crispy bacon, and 2 savory sausage links. Berry selection varies based on seasonality. It's Denny's and their new Berry Waffle Slam, Denny's and their new Barbecue Bacon Chicken Sandwich, and Dave's Killer Bread now offers dinner rolls with high fiber. And that's what's going on in this morning's Grub Gab, the world of food where you can just eat it, folks. All right, 8:47 in the morning. You just heard the promo for revisiting Creedence, the Creedence Clearwater Revival cover band, and now we're going to give you a chance to win tickets to that. If you want to go, it's this Friday at Renfro Valley, 238-WHIR, the phone number to call in. I'll give you a pair of tickets to see Revisiting Creedence at Renfro Valley this Friday for all you CCR fans out there. I know the Lynyrd Skynyrd cover band was awesome over the weekend. Here's a chance to see another Creedence Clearwater Revival. Phone lines are open. This Friday, Renfro Valley Revisiting Creedence. We'll keep the phone lines open through this commercial break. Got a couple of tickets to give away. Doors open at 7. The show's at 8 o'clock. Revisiting Creedence. They toured with the original members of CCR, and now they're doing the CCR cover band. Here it is at Renfro Valley, 238-WHIR. Phone lines are open for you.
Did you know a typical adult has about 100,000 miles of blood vessels throughout their body? Fortunately, you don't have to go that far to get world-class heart and vascular care. With specialists in diagnosing and treating cardiovascular disease right here in Danville at CHI St. Joseph Health. Whether you're in need of heart attack care or minimally invasive treatments for vascular diseases, you can get the state-of-the-art heart and vascular care you need close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 859-313-2968.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same-as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The Kentucky men's basketball roster is taking shape. Drexel transfer Amari Williams has committed to the Wildcats after visiting Lexington this weekend. 6'11" Williams averaged 12 points and almost 8 rebounds a game and had just under 2 assists and 2 block shots an outing. He was the Colonial Athletic Association Defensive Player of the Year for 3 straight seasons. Williams has 1 year of eligibility remaining and is a huge addition to Mark Pope's first Wildcat roster. In baseball, number 7 Kentucky dropped its first SEC series of the year after being outslugged by number 3 Tennessee Sunday 13-11 in the rubber match of the 3-game set. Over 21,000 fans attended Kentucky Proud Park this weekend. Next up in conference play is a visit to South Carolina this coming weekend. Kentucky women's basketball program signed 4 players on the first day of the signing period last week. Head coach Kenny Brooks is bringing his incoming class that consists of 3 players classified as freshmen, 6'7" center Clara Silva, 6'2" guard Lexi Moore, and 6'1" guard Tana Baker. 6'3" forward Amelia Hassett will be a junior this fall. Former Kentucky women's point guard Brooklyn Miles has selected Pittsburgh out of the transfer portal. The 5'5" Miles played at Franklin County, where she earned the title of Miss Kentucky Basketball in 2021. She played at Tennessee for 2 years, then transferred to UK, and will have 1 year left at Pitt. Former Kentucky men's assistant Orlando Antigua is headed back to Illinois, where he's been named as Brad Underwood's associate head coach. Antigua worked with Underwood between his UK coaching stints. In Major League Baseball, the last 3 series have been sweep or be swept for Cincinnati. The Reds pulled out the broom at home versus the Angels 3-0 yesterday. Cincinnati hosts Philadelphia tonight at Great American Ballpark. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hello, this is Robert Wagner, General Manager of Hometown Radio. We love our listeners, and we know times are tough, so we wanted to do something big, so you could save money on local businesses. After several meetings, we could see no other way, so we opened Big Deals Online Store, selling gift certificates to local businesses. The gift certificates are just like cash. You buy full retail value gift certificates at a big discount.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Supplies limited, so hurry over to our online store at hometownlive.net and click on the Big Deals logo. Some restrictions may apply. Spend a few minutes now and save big tomorrow. Join other Hometown Radio listeners who are already shopping and saving at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
The Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for Medi-Share is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because Medi-Share works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop. Got to visit them on Delahaye Street, 236-2299. The phone number for your auto body repair. They do a phenomenal job there at Danville Auto Body Shop. Sunshine, a high of 62. A low tonight, 41. Sunshine tomorrow, then increasing clouds in the afternoon. A high near 70. Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high of 67. Right now, it's 8:55 in the morning. We're going to quickly take a look at what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. And it starts off on this date, 1936. There's not many artists that we kind of cross the genre barrier with. But it was on this date, 1936, a guy that we featured on this date in country music history in the 6 o'clock hour. We're also featuring on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the 8 o'clock hour, because today would have been the birthday of the great Glen Campbell.
That your door is always open and your path is free to walk.
This is an awesome song, Gentle on My Mind. Love this one.
That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch.
Glen Campbell, country singer, songwriter, TV presenter. His hits include By the Time I Get to Phoenix, Wichita Lineman, and Rhinestone Cowboy. As a session musician in the 1960s, he worked with the Monkees, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra. You can hear his guitar playing on Frank Sinatra's song Strangers in the Night, The Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin', and the Monkees, I'm a Believer.
It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that bind me.
Campbell became a patient in an Alzheimer's long-term care and resident treatment facility in 2014. He died of the disease in 2017 at the age of 81. He would have been 88 years old today. Glen Campbell.
It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind.
It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1950. He was born, he being Peter Frampton, who we just mentioned is heading to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Known for his work as a guitar player, and particularly with the group Talkbox. Also with The Herd, who had the 1968 top 5 single, I Don't Want Our Lovin' to Die, with Humble Pie, Natural Born Boogie. As a solo artist, the top 10 single, Show Me the Way, taken from his live release, Frampton Comes Alive. He's worked with David Bowie, George Harrison, Harry Nilsson, Peter Frampton. On this date, 74 years ago, was born the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee. It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1966. This song was released in the United States. Wow thing, the Trogs, originally called the Troglodytes, released in the U.S. on both the Atco and the Fontana labels. The song went to number 1, fronted by Reg Presley. Wild Thing became a major influence on garage rock and punk rock music. Reg Presley, Wild Thing by the Trogs.
Wild Thing, I think I love you, but I want to know for sure. Come on and hold me tight.
Else on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 1989. This artist started a 3-weeker at number 1 on the U.S. charts. Madonna, the name of the song, Like a Prayer, the singer's 7th U.S. number 1, also at number 1 in the U.K. And that's what's gone on this day, April the 22nd, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history.
It's like an angel sighing. I have no choice.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Opening statements are set to begin this morning in New York in the hush money criminal trial involving former President Donald Trump. More from Scott Pringle.
There's a large media presence outside of the courthouse in Lower Manhattan as the 12-person jury is now set and will hear opening statements from prosecutors and defense lawyers. This previews the facts and details the allegations against Trump. Trump has long denied accusations he falsified business records to cover up hush money payments made before the 2016 election. Potential witnesses during this trial could include adult film star Stormy Daniels, Trump's former lawyer Michael Cohen, and the former president himself.
The judge in Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York says prosecutors will not have to give advance notice of the witness list to Trump's legal team. In Judge Juan Merchan's ruling, says the former president cannot be trusted not to post about them. Trump has complained about his gag order, noting prosecution witnesses are allowed to talk about the case, but he can't. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky is thanking the U.S. after the House passed a bill providing additional assistance to Ukraine in its ongoing war against Russia.
Yeah, it's been so important. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to the Congress for the bipartisan support. And I'd like to say thanks to Speaker Johnson and President Biden.
In an interview with NBC's Meet the Press, Zelensky said passage of the bill sends a powerful signal the U.S. will help protect democracy around the world. The NFL draft is just days away. It's set to kick off on Thursday in Detroit. Detroit Police Chief James White says they've been planning for the past year.
We're confident in our plan, which is built on our experiences managing large crowds such as Beyonce and the Taylor Swift concerts.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you're always looking for ways to position your operation to create opportunities and move on them faster. With Bank of America, you get access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024, Bank of America, N.A.
And now Martha Stewart for Skechers. When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Which is why, when it comes to footwear, I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear with all the fits and features like Arch Fit and Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Columbia University is going virtual today. Paul DeCastro reports.
The university is moving classes online with more pro-Palestinian protests planned for today. Today marks day 6 of demonstrations, and the school's president is calling it a crisis. The university announced plans to more than double campus security. Protesters say they want the school to divest from companies that they say profit from Israel's violations of international law and Palestinian rights. Meanwhile, New York City and state leaders are speaking out against anti-Jewish rhetoric.
More than a dozen people are recovering after they were hurt on a tram at a Southern California theme park late Saturday night. Phil Farrar with more.
First responders say 15 people were taken to the hospital with minor to moderate injuries when the tram they were on at Universal Studios Hollywood rammed into a guardrail. The California Highway Patrol says while that transport car was negotiating a turn, its last car collided with the metal barrier. They say that caused it to tilt, and several passengers were even ejected. Investigators say the tram may have experienced an issue with its brakes.
Today is a day to satisfy your sweet tooth. Bree Tennis with what you should be eating.
Today we celebrate the bean-shaped candy that is nothing but sugar. The jelly bean, created in 1861 by a candy man in Boston. They gained mainstream popularity in the 60s when U.S. fans threw jelly beans at the Beatles. Apparently, George Harrison said he liked them. Jelly Belly says there's more than 100 flavors of jelly beans, 15 billion eaten every year. They're vegetarian, gluten and dairy-free, and highly addictive.
Tesla is dropping prices. The electric vehicle manufacturer has faced declining sales recently, reducing prices of the Model X, Model Y, and Model S by $2,000. Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Nobody cares what Joe Biden thinks. And the saddest part of all of this, and I think this will have political reverberations in the end, is he has literally, we've learned now, surrendered any war on terrorism or any ability to morally speak out against terrorists. And sadly, he has in the process been emboldening radical Islamic terrorists in the process. I mean, every single time that Joe Biden has been chastising Israel to have a ceasefire, how they need to fight the war, how they have to be more precise and don't go to Rafah, or as he calls it, Haifa, because he doesn't know the difference. Everything that he has been saying, nobody has been listening to.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
All right, winter's officially left the building, so why not spring forward and freshen up your home with new premium window treatments from our friends at Blinds.com. Now, Blinds.com, they created a better way to shop for stylish blinds and shades and shutters and even motorized options. Everything is 100% online. Now, you can do the measure and install yourself, or just let the pros at Blinds.com handle it. Now, you can have multiple window coverings installed for just one low cost. And if you're not sure what's best for maybe an odd-shaped window or to block the sun on your patio, well, Blinds.com, they have design professionals that will help you for free. And they'll send free samples directly to you. Plus, with Blinds.com, you always get transparent pricing on their website, never any hidden fees, no hassle, no multiple trips to a store. Blinds.com has free shipping and their 100% satisfaction guarantee. Just shop right now at Blinds.com. Save up to 45%. Get up to 45% off for a limited time when you go to Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may.
Lee's Famous Recipe of Danville is honored to have served this community since 1972. They're excited to announce they are offering even more $5.99 lunch specials. Choose from Lee's 2-piece breast strip, 2-piece dark chicken, chicken slider, or a barbecue chicken sandwich. All specials come with a side of your choice along with a regular drink and an apple pie or cookie. Wednesday's Customer Appreciation Day. Come on in and ask for the Wednesday special. 3 pieces of Famous Crispy or strips, 2 sides of your choice, hot Homestyle Buttermilk Biscuit, all $1 off the regular price. Don't feel like cooking tonight? Try one of their family meals. They come in options of 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece selections with your choice of sides. They specialize in catering, so if you need to cater a wedding, office party, funeral, birthday party, or any other special event, call them at 859-236-8777, 236-8777 for a free quote. Let them do all the work for you. They're located at 610 South 4th Street. Drive through or come on in. Lee's Famous Recipe, serving the best chicken in Danville for over 40 years.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
The Boyle County Fiscal Court will have their regular scheduled meeting tomorrow morning. Among the items on the agenda includes an update from CenterWorks Director Jen Gardner, EMS Director Mike Rogers, and County Administrator Julie Wagner on the farmers market lease. It's tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning at the Boyle County Courthouse. The meeting is open and the public is encouraged to attend. This week, Republic Services will pick up bulk waste that's too large to fit in your standard container. Accepted items are things like common household goods, furniture, appliances, electronics, and brush. Items not accepted includes oversized, hazardous, or other items outside the guidelines, like tires, car parts, pianos, or pool tables. Put the items on the curb on your regular scheduled trash pickup day this week, with Paravel's bulky item day being tomorrow. Mercer County's new EMS service, AmeriPro, will begin to operate in the county on Saturday. The switch from Mercer County EMS, operated by Raintree, happened after Mercer ended their contract. The Raintree says it closed its doors because of staffing and low wages. There were also complaints about a lack of service and delayed response times. Now AmeriPro says they're excited to serve the residents of Mercer County, and they'll get started with community involvement almost right away. AmeriPro says they'll host 3 different hands-on CPR classes next week. Even McDowell Health has announced that their MedSource location is moving locations. MedSource offers products and services like oxygen and respiratory services, home ventilators, CPAP and BiPAP machines, hospital beds, and other supplies. They'll be moving from their current location on South 4th Street to the right side of what was the former home of the Advocate Messenger. They'll close on Tuesday, April 30th for that move, and then reopen Wednesday, May 1st in their new location. If needed during that one day of closure, customers can visit the locations of Harrodsburg, Liberty, or Stanford MedSource. And speaking of Ephraim, they're continuing to offer health screenings. The next one is set for this Saturday, April 27th at First Baptist Church in Danville. They'll offer cholesterol, blood pressure, body mass index, mental health, and take-home colorectal cancer screening kits. Appointments are recommended, and you can schedule one by calling the McDowell Wellness Center at 859-936-9355 for this Saturday's health screening. Both events will go from 10 until 1. I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
It's brought to you by our friends over at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg. They specialize in discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save on all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street in Harrodsburg. Sunshine, a high of 62, a low tonight of 41. Tomorrow, increasing clouds and 70. Wednesday, mostly sunny and 67. Right now, it's 9:11 in the morning, 41 degrees in Danville. It's Adcaster time. Let's do this sucker.
Now, the Adcaster Show on WHIR. Buy, sell, trade for free. Phone lines are now open. Call 859-238-WHIR.
Let her go. All right, Adcaster time, 238-WHIR is your phone number to call in, 238-9447. And we'll have you on the Joe Show this morning. All right, we have for sale a Craftsman 5-horsepower wood chipper for $225. 859-325-0201. 859-325-0201. For sale, a John Deere hay rake. 859-366-5690. 859-366-5690. For sale, a solid oak dining room table and 4 chairs for $100. And they need a part-time caregiver as well. 612-8383. 612-8383. Someone needs a seamstress and an electrician. They also have for sale a geometrical lamp and a brand new juicer. 606-669-5743. 606-669-5743. And someone wants a CNA needed for a bedridden lady with dementia. Good wages, 859-613-2021. 859-613-2021. We'll step aside. We'll come back, give you the second half of the Adcaster right after this on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports here on The Joe Show. Back in 1 minute.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to health care. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because Medi-Share works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Some love him and some hate him. But everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
Second half of the Adcaster. 238-WHIR, 238-9447. We have for rent a commercial or residential building in Harrodsburg. $1,500 a month for this. In the downtown area, it is a brick building. 859-408-0088. 859-408-0088. For sale, a variety of saw blades and saws, jigsaw blades, different driver bits, a laser level by Bosch, other electrical tools, and new utility sink with a faucet for $50. 859-619-8192. 859-619-8192. And we have somebody who wants to buy a clothes dryer. 859-748-9456. 859-748-9456. That's all she wrote. He wrote, and they wrote for this Monday morning edition of the Adcaster on the Joe Show. Adcaster. 238-WHIR is your phone number. Remember it for tomorrow. It's done for today, but remember it for later on. Kentucky Sports Memories, Gary Fogle coming your way next.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. And this week, we're going to talk about the sport Kentucky is known for.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's. We have all the fun.
I have talked about it on this show before, but it's been a while, so it's worth mentioning again. If you go anywhere in the world and tell someone you're from Kentucky, they will likely say one of two things, maybe both, what we're known for. And it's not going to be bourbon, and it's not going to be college basketball. They're going to say Kentucky Fried Chicken and the Kentucky Derby. That's what we're known for pretty much anywhere in the world. China, Korea, Japan, any place you go. Kentucky Fried Chicken and the Kentucky Derby. Well, as you know, Kentucky Derby is run on the first Saturday in May, and that's right around the corner. So this week, we're going to talk about the Kentucky Derby. And in particular, we're going to talk about the 1974 Kentucky Derby, because this is the 50-year anniversary of that race. And you're probably thinking, if you follow horse racing at all, you're probably thinking, why the 1974 Kentucky Derby? What's such a big deal about that? Because there was no Triple Crown winner there. As you recall, 1973, the year before, was when Secretariat won the Triple Crown and set all those records. 1974, we didn't have a Triple Crown winner, but there is something, or not just one thing, but a few things that are significant about that Derby. First of all, it was won by Cannonade, and as I said, may not remember a lot about that horse because the Derby he won, then he went on to run in the Preakness and Belmont Stakes, the other two legs of the Triple Crown, and he ran third in each of those. So he didn't come close to winning the Triple Crown. Cool thing about him was he was trained by Woody Stevens, Hall of Fame trainer, who was born and a native of Powell County in eastern Kentucky. But we're going to get into the 1974 Kentucky Derby and talk this week about a horse that did not win that race, but maybe one of the greatest racehorses of all time, even though he failed to win the Kentucky Derby. That's going to be our topic, plus another little sidebar. We'll get into that. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
Sounds good to me, Gary. Gary Fogle, KSM, Kentucky Sports Memories, Mondays through Fridays right here on the Joe Show. At this time, it's 9:19 in the morning, and today is Earth Day, and we're talking about it coming up here in just a second. What can we do to help out planet Earth? How concerned are we about the health of our climate? We'll talk about it in just a minute. Big Daddy Sports coming up here as well.
This is how we doing it with this Chrysler of Lawrenceburg. In 2024, they are making deals real. With their educated personal staff, they make shopping fun and buying easy.
Do you want a newer vehicle? Want a truck for under $25,000? Need your vehicle service? Needing a place that's going to treat you right? Well, Withers is the way. Check them out, Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is one place I will not pass on deals with wheels for the 2024.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The Kentucky men's basketball roster is taking shape. Drexel transfer Amari Williams has committed to the Wildcats after visiting Lexington this weekend. 6'11" Williams averaged 12 points and almost 8 rebounds a game and had just under 2 assists and 2 block shots an outing. He was the Colonial Athletic Association Defensive Player of the Year for 3 straight seasons. Williams has 1 year of eligibility remaining and is a huge addition to Mark Pope's first Wildcat roster. In baseball, number 7 Kentucky dropped its first SEC series of the year after being outslugged by number 3 Tennessee Sunday 13-11 in the rubber match of the 3-game set. Over 21,000 fans attended Kentucky Proud Park this weekend. Next up in conference play is a visit to South Carolina this coming weekend. Kentucky women's basketball program signed 4 players on the first day of the signing period last week. Head coach Kenny Brooks is bringing his incoming class that consists of 3 players classified as freshmen, 6'7" center Clara Silva, 6'2" guard Lexi Moore, and 6'1" guard Tana Baker. 6'3" forward Amelia Hassett will be a junior this fall. Former Kentucky women's point guard Brooklyn Miles has selected Pittsburgh out of the transfer portal. The 5'5" Miles played at Franklin County, where she earned the title of Miss Kentucky Basketball in 2021. She played at Tennessee for 2 years, then transferred to UK, and will have 1 year left at Pitt. Former Kentucky men's assistant Orlando Antigua is headed back to Illinois, where he's been named as Brad Underwood's associate head coach. Antigua worked with Underwood between his UK coaching stints. In Major League Baseball, the last 3 series have been sweep or be swept for Cincinnati. The Reds pulled out the broom at home versus the Angels 3-0 yesterday. Cincinnati hosts Philadelphia tonight at Great American Ballpark. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Last place feeling in life is no place to be. Ready for a new way of living? The Isaiah House will put you first. Long-term and short-term residential treatment, outpatient treatment, medication-assisted treatment, transitional living, and job skills training. Isaiah House has the programs to the path of help, hope, and healing. End the hurting. Take the first step toward a happier, healthier you. Call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
It's back, it's better, new owners and new style. In Danville on Stewart's Lane, it's the new Papa's Truck Stop.
Say what?
Open 24 hours for any time chicken, pizza, and snack bar. Always hits the spot. It's the new Papa's Truck Stop on Stewart's Lane in Danville.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
All right, 9:24. Yes, it's Earth Day today. Remember this old show?
Wind, water, go planet.
Yeah, Captain Planet with your powers combined. It's Earth Day today, and we have a celebration here in Bull County on Saturday at the Extension Office. There are a couple of things that, 3 easy things we can all do to help out planet Earth, Ben.
Just 3?
Well, these are like the easy. There's a lot of things we could do, but
I
like
can think
just,
of one.
What?
Don't litter.
Don't litter is a big one. Yes. Listen to the radio. You think that's one?
No.
That way you're not. You don't think that's one?
I mean, not for Earth Day.
Not that way. You're not wasting. Well, I guess you have to have electric powered radio. I was going to say you're not wasting electricity.
Yeah. Look,
if it's battery
in
powered.
an apocalyptic event, if the radio is still up, there's your source for info.
Our radio is going to be up unless they climb the tower. The zombies climb the tower and tear it down.
I'll tell you what, there have been times in my life when there have been local events like the ice storm, for example, where your only connection to the outside world and information has been this radio station.
Yes, yeah. I was in college when that happened, so that was Radio Rick and Charlie, I think.
Radio Rick.
Doing that thing. So here we go.
Oh, Chuckles Perry.
A ton of things that we can and should do, but once something's so easy, we should literally all be doing it by now.
Adjust your thermostat.
3 easy things we should be doing to help the planet. Number 1, stop wasting leftovers. It'll save you money as well. Just make it a personal rule. If you buy food, eat the food. It takes a lot of water and resources to grow vegetables you buy and then let rot.
I'll tell you what, and sometimes there are some things that are better than the next day, like chili and
chili,
lasagna. Yeah,
I make this. It's actually in a chili cookbook, but it's an Indian dish. It's pretty good, and it's good the first day, but once it seeps and soaks in its own flavor,
it's
the
all
next
happy
day,
together.
It's even better. Yeah, so don't waste your leftovers. Number 2, stop overusing napkins. That's one that I'm bad about. I'm a napkin overuser.
Well, I mean, really, cloth napkins is what you should use.
Yes. Yeah, napkins, paper towels, overusing them, don't do it. Do you really need more than one to get through a meal? Yes.
Depends on what you're eating.
Absolutely, you need more than one napkin to get through a meal.
If you're going some hot wings, yeah.
It says, are you that bad at eating? I'm not bad at eating. I'm just like...
Look, let's say you're enjoying a Big Daddy Club from Melton's.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe some chips and a pickle. You can get by with a napkin usually.
Yeah, one napkin, you think?
Yeah.
It also seems like no one uses cloth napkins at home even more, like you said, even though they're more sustainable, cloth napkins. And number 3, reusable grocery bags. Stop telling the checkout person you forgot them at home again, and don't pretend you'll really reuse all those plastic bags you got balled up. I do, because I pick up shipper's poop with them.
Yeah.
Or I use them around the house in our small trash cans in the bathroom.
Yeah, we don't use all of them, I will freely admit. But you can recycle them. You can take them back to the store and recycle them. I'm bad about double bagging.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than, walking from your car to the door and the bag just explodes.
Yeah, but you shouldn't feel guilty about double bagging when the grocery store is making the bags weak. They're making them weaker than they used to be.
Well, I remember when the grocery bags were strong.
You could carry a gallon of milk in your grocery bag without it ripping.
I remember when they would bring the gallon of milk to you.
Yeah. So Earth Day today, Ben, the first Earth Day observed way back in 1970, so almost 54 years ago this year. So the question is, have things improved or gotten worse since the first Earth Day?
Well,
what would be your answer?
A little bit of both. I mean, if you look at some of our cities, our more industrial cities, the air has become cleaner.
Yeah.
So let's use like Pittsburgh as an example, where there's a lot of steel mills. Well, the air is a lot cleaner there. We have become a society more of convenience and prepackaged foods and single-serving things. So I would imagine that the physical waste that we produce has increased.
Has increased.
Gas mileage has has done better. So, that's good. I'm not really sure where the electric car is going to go and how much impact that's going to have.
Yeah.
But it's my understanding that it takes a lot of resources to build those batteries, too. So it's kind of a,
Catch-22.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah.
I haven't studied that enough to really have an opinion on
Yeah, I don't know if it's gotten better or worse, but I do feel like that there's more of a concerted effort to make it better, right? Like we have recyclable trash bins now. I mean, like we put our cardboard in a recyclable trash bins, which is good for multiple reasons. Number one, we can recycle it. Number two, we don't have to fill up a regular trash bin with something else.
True.
So, I think there's a more concerted effort. I don't know, like you said, if it's gotten overall better, but there's more of an effort to be better.
You got the global warming debate too, and whether you believe it or not, it's kind of a moot point because even if you don't believe it, if you do the things that believers suggest, you're still going to wind up with a better environment anyway.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So I mean, it's a win-win.
Yes.
Who cares about being right and wrong?
Even if you don't believe it, do what they say, and the environment and the earth will be happier.
Yeah. And they say adjusting your thermostats up a little bit. Keep it a little warmer in the summer and a little cooler in the winter.
Yep. Saving your electric bill as well. Here's an interesting one. A new study suggests that hotels could save water by bringing artificial intelligence into showers. The idea is that there would be a screen that would provide guests with data feedback about their shower length and water use. So, after you're done, it shows you on a screen, this is how much water you used or wasted, or this is what you could have done with this water, you stinky, dirty, selfish person, because you took a shower.
But how much energy is it going to take to produce one of those monitors?
Do you want to? Yeah, that's true. Do you want to feel guilty after your shower, Ben?
No.
You don't
want to feel clean.
You don't want to get out and say, I shouldn't have done that.
I don't want to be judged by showering.
We could have filled 300 bottles of water or whatever after me and such or whoever the showers they took that day. We added it up. Look at all the water we could have saved.
And to me, that's just throwing good money after bad.
That's almost over the top.
We're gonna spend X plus 25% to show you what you could have saved by just spending X.
One aspect could include a timer and encourage people to beat the clock.
Look, man,
this is a game
show. It takes as long as it takes, I'm a big fella. There's a lot of acreage to cover, And
I'm a hairy fella.
Yeah, and I got to shave.
There's a lot of hair to cover and beard.
Yeah. Whatever's left of my hair on the head, which is not. Let's face it, there's more on my beard than anywhere else.
Yeah, this could apparently reduce the length of time people shower, they say, by more than 25%. So it's almost like, hey, a 10-minute shower saves this much if you can get it out and beat the clock in 10 minutes.
It should be offset already, though, by kids. Because, I mean, how old's Jack?
6.
Jack?
He'll be 7 in August.
I imagine Jack spends as little amount of time in the shower as possible.
Oh, yeah.
In, out, just waves the soap somewhere nearby.
Yes.
Yeah, doesn't necessarily put it on, but just gets close enough to it.
When he's tired or after a game or something like that, he's a shower guy because he knows he can get in and out and he can go back to playing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So there you go. Earth Day today. The one day that it's probably safe to wear the old Hug the Planet T-shirt without feeling too corny. That's today, Earth Day. It's 9:32 in the morning. 9:32 in the morning. We'll step aside. We'll come back. And Ben Garant with A Gathering Place joins us here on the Joe Show, 103.9 FM, WHIR, News Talk Sports.
Little Phil Collins.
Yes, I can't dance, but I will for our True False quiz coming up.
There you go.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
A lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare. And that's MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month switching to MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. And that's because MediShare works. It's been around for more than 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you could save a ton and like it better Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or you're part of the gig economy or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Every turn is a total rush in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Experience the new 2024 Kia Telluride, just $429 down and $429 a month. Or the 2024 Seltos, just $249 down and $249 a month. Or the 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 a month.
Experience the rush with confidence in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
2024 Kia Telluride, $429 per month, $1963 with signing. 2024 Kia Seltos, $249 per month, $1781 with signing. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month, $1737 with signing. 36 months, lease 10,000 miles per year plus tax, title, license, acquisition fees, credit, no security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer options. See dealer details. Offer expires April 30, 2024.
TG Kentucky is Engineer Openings that offers a full benefit package including new competitive pay scale, 401k, medical, dental, vision, and prescription coverage, and 2 weeks vacation time. You begin accruing on your hire date. TG is one of the largest employers in Central Kentucky. Their plastic and rubber technologies contribute to safer, more comfortable, and environmentally friendly vehicles. Apply now at work4tg.com. That's work4tg.com. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. TG Kentucky is just minutes away on Main Street in Lebanon. TG Kentucky, always working to achieve the highest quality standards. Get your taste buds ready because every Wednesday, the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty is having the ultimate barbecue feast. Indulge in a mouth-watering lineup on their buffet featuring barbecue pork, brisket, fried chicken, barbecue ribs, mac and cheese, baked beans, and potato wedges. Bring your appetite and join the Bread of Life Cafe for a finger-licking good time. The Bread of Life Cafe has been serving up good old Southern cooking since 1995. With a loaded buffet and extensive menu, fill her up with a visit to the Bread of Life Cafe, Highway 127, 5 miles north of Liberty.
Every turn is a total rush in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Experience the new 2024 Kia Telluride, just $429 down and $429 a month. Or the 2024 Seltos, just $249 down and $249 a month. Or the 2024 Kia Forte, just $229 down and $229 a month.
Experience the rush with confidence in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
2024 Kia Telluride, $429 per month, $1963 with signing. 2024 Kia Seltos, $249 per month, $1781 with signing. 2024 Kia Forte, $229 per month, $1737 with signing. 36 months, lease 10,000 miles per year plus tax, title, license, acquisition fees, credit, no security deposit required. All incentives to dealer price may not include dealer options. See dealer details. Offer expires April 30, 2024.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, their on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
Republic Services of Kentucky offers a single source solution for all of your disposal needs, servicing residential, commercial, and industrial customers with offerings that include recycling and other disposal options. You have enough to worry about on a daily basis. Leave waste disposal to Republic Services. They'll handle it from there. For a quote or to discuss services, reach out to republicservices.com or give them a call at 859-263-2000. 263-2000.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at O'Charlie's, where Free Pie Wednesday is a-coming. Also, remember, each meal every day comes with O'Charlie's awesome, warm, buttery rolls. Get rolling at O'Charlie's, the Danville Bypass. Sunshine 62 and 41, the high and low. Tomorrow, 70 Wednesday, 67 Thursday, 67. It's 9:37 in the morning. Ben Garant officially joins us in his capacity as director of a gathering place. But before we even talk to Ben, we have to make this segment official.
The following is a paid program.
There it is. Thank you for that, Jim. And welcome along, Ben.
Who messes with this webcam?
Well, you know, like... The last time it was used would have been Friday at 9:30, and that was Patrick McClure's segment. And Patrick sits down, so the camera is down, is like leaned down more.
Like I'll come in sometimes, and it's like way down here.
Yeah,
looking at that,
the back of the computer screen or something. Yeah. All right, we got it now. What's going on with Ben today?
Trying to fix your camera situation.
Well, you got that done.
No,
I'll say successful segment, Ben. Appreciate you being on.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Sweet. No, hey, man, what a beautiful day. A little cold out there, but I feel like we had a pretty solid weekend.
It was okay. It was a little chilly. It could be about 5 to 7 degrees warmer yesterday, and I wouldn't complain.
Yeah. The wind has been the big problem here lately.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't think it was all that windy yesterday. Then I was laying down trying to take me a Sunday afternoon nap.
Yeah.
An after-church nap, and I heard you can, like, hear it against the side of our house.
Oh, yeah.
So that's...
Hey, you moved? Did you move in?
Oh, yeah, we got moved in.
All right. How'd that go?
Yeah, we got moved in. We talked about this last Monday, actually.
Well, I think you were moving in.
We were in the process of moving. We're in now.
All right.
Now we're sorting through boxes of stuff.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Luckily, we have an upstairs. So our downstairs is an unfinished basement right now. Plan is to finish it later, but we don't. There's nothing down there for us right now. It's not. It's it's just like concrete walls and like one side of drywall. So like,
is that your staging area?
Yeah, boxes downstairs, upstairs living space, clear, clean for the most part. I mean, there's some stuff here and there.
Sure.
People got to remember, if you haven't moved in a long time, how difficult it is to sort through boxes and find places for stuff, and just to try to find the energy to want to do that.
Well, you know what? When you're moving out of a place, and I know your situation was different, that's a really good time to think about what you've got and what you're moving. And, gosh, there was a time a number of years ago that I moved, and moved maybe a couple of times, 2 or 3 times over a period of a few years. And there were boxes that had been moved at least twice that had never been opened. And I thought at that point, if I've not opened this box in 2 moves, chances are I don't need anything in the box.
Yeah.
So I didn't just get rid of it blindly. Like, I would open it up and be like, oh, yeah, well, this is a kitchen apron that I got in 2004 that I forgot I even had. So,
in the words of George Strait, just give it away.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of...
We've been doing that.
That's a good opportunity to kind of purge.
We've been making some trips to Goodwill.
Also, it makes it easier on your kids. If something were ever to happen to you, I know folks that they've lost parents, and the mom or dad or whomever has kept everything
imaginable
ever. Since the child was born. Here's your 3rd grade report card, and here's that picture you drew, and obviously you want to keep some keepsakes and things like that. But I'll give my mother credit on this. She'll go through stuff every few years. You guys want this? This was yours. Do you want it? No? Okay, we're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
And that makes it easier on your kids down the road.
What about, do y'all do purging and cleaning in a gathering place? You have to go through there every couple of years and be like, okay, we don't need this, or let's give this away, or this is still useful, or...
Yeah, that's sometimes kind of an as-needed basis. I did a couple of years ago get rid of some cassette tapes of board meetings from 1970.
Wait a minute, they were taping the board meetings on cassette?
Yeah, it's not like, what else were you going to do?
Do you all tape board meetings now?
No.
So why were they doing it back then?
I think it was just easier to go back and write minutes.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. But, floppy disks, like, what do you do?
Floppy disks.
No, and I'm not talking about, like, the little, can you see that, the little square ones? I'm talking about the...
Yeah.
The big ones.
Okay.
The big floppy disk, like that you would put in a Commodore 64. You probably don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Yeah, and it was a computer.
No idea.
It had a 64 megabyte hard drive.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That thing was blazing fast.
Yeah. No mouse, nothing. It was just...
What, did you control it with your eyes?
Keyboard.
Oh.
Yeah.
The keyboard had the mouse on it?
No, the keyboard had direction keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. So it was pre-Windows. But there were floppy disks. I don't know that you could buy anything that would open a floppy disk anymore. Even the second iteration of them.
Yes, yeah.
So got rid of those. They were labeled, early 80s, that sort of thing. So, but yeah, and when we do go through stuff, if we find things that we think are usable for either individuals or another agency or whatever the case may be, then we certainly try to make good use of that. And there are times too when people bring us all sorts of stuff. We get a lot of adult diapers, and we get a lot of things. Not all medical supplies can be redistributed, just because they're more personal in nature.
Yeah.
But we do get some things from time to time. It could be a walker, it could be a wheelchair, something like that, and we'll keep those in storage. And somebody may call and say, I really need a rollator. Do y'all have anything where I can get one or get one cheap or that sort of thing? And we have the luxury of being able to say, here, come get this and just bring it back when you're finished.
So let's say someone, Ben, wants to donate. Do they have stuff? What do you all need? Maybe they just like, hey, I'm feeling generous. I want to go help out a gathering place. What would be the best thing they could give you all?
Money and time.
Yeah. Okay.
To be honest with you.
I know the time aspect, certainly volunteers always kind of make this thing go.
Yeah. So, donations of your resources, whether it's time or financial, is the biggest thing. We could always use more volunteers for our Meals on Wheels routes. I do have some exciting news.
Okay, good. I'm ready for it.
I do have a little bit of exciting news.
All right, go for it.
I think we had talked off air maybe about I've been in the process of writing a few grants and trying to get some things accomplished.
Yes. You said you were going to be able to talk about them later on when you had more information.
Yeah.
That was last week, I think.
Yeah. So I wrote this grant in February, and I finally heard on Thursday. Whoa.
I was quick on that. What you got for us, Ben?
So I wrote a grant for some kitchen equipment, commercial-grade kitchen equipment.
Nice.
And that stuff's not cheap.
No.
Not cheap at all. And we got awarded the full amount. So
wow,
that's going to allow us to redo our entire kitchen space, which is fantastic.
Great.
And that hopefully is the first step in a series of steps to get us to the point where we are no longer dependent on food service being brought in. We'll be able to produce everything in-house.
That's awesome.
So it's going to be a lengthy period. We can't bid on the process until 2025.
Okay.
But, that's big news.
Yeah.
That's big news, and I think that's a feather in our cap that we can say, hey, look, we're putting our best foot forward, or trying to put our best foot forward for our seniors, and we're doing it without utilizing local taxpayer revenue.
Yeah. So 2025, you'll be able to bid on it when bid on what?
There's a
in-house.
Yeah, there's a food service contract that the ad bids out for everybody in the district, unless they prepare their meals independently. Right now, the only one that does that is Franklin County.
Okay.
And
they're the only one locally that prepares their meals in-house.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And I know Lincoln County's been working on something similar as well. So I don't want to speak out of turn for them, but it's doable. But when it comes time to acquire that contract, it's a bidding process. So we just have to make sure that our bid is lower than the bid from the big company that's the only big company that's going to bid. And I think we've got some real advantages in that respect because, we can source things locally and keep that in-house.
Right.
I know, we have our partnership with the jail, with the detention center, where we've got that garden. So we could source things right out of the garden for several months out of the year, and that's huge.
Yeah. So is this something where you all would be able to do this with the current staff numbers that you have, or would you have to hire? Is this like I would have to add probably a minimum of 2. Okay. So that even helps out locally, right?
Yeah.
2 more people looking for jobs.
Yeah.
Get jobs now.
I would need somebody with some food service experience. Obviously someone to be the chef, if you will, and maybe somebody who's got some some commercial kitchen experience. And the first thing that pops into my head is somebody that has experience in something like a school cafeteria or a hospital cafeteria,
a food service director,
that sort of thing. Somebody that you can hand the keys to the kingdom to and not have to worry about
too much oversight.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I hear you.
So we've got plenty of time to sort that out, but that's big news. And we've got a couple other things in the works that hopefully, knock on wood, will work out. So keep your ears tuned in to WHIR.
Love it.
And if you tune in, you might be one of the first to hear it.
There you go. A gathering place, senior activity center, an adult day health care center. We'll step it aside. We're coming back, and Ben, we got a true false quiz for you coming up.
Trying to get me hyped for it.
53 for 59. Is this getting you hype?
Oh yeah.
Good. This is Fort Minor. We're back in 3 minutes.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hello, this is Robert Wagner, General Manager of Hometown Radio. We love our listeners, and we know times are tough, so we wanted to do something big, so you could save money on local businesses. After several meetings, we could see no other way, so we opened Big Deals Online Store, selling gift certificates to local businesses. The gift certificates are just like cash. You buy full retail value gift certificates at a big discount.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Supplies limited, so hurry over to our online store at hometownlive.net and click on the Big Deals logo. Some restrictions may apply. Spend a few minutes now and save big tomorrow. Join other Hometown Radio listeners who are already shopping and saving at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
The Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more. Helpful people, free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door. Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Since 1984. ADA. Always on time with our professional team when we show up at your door. ADA. Residential and commercial, day or night. ADAHeatingandAir.com does it right. ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Oh, yeah.
We got jams and only jams on the Joe Show. We don't play scrub
Boston?
songs. More Than a Feeling, Boston.
Yeah.
To bring you back, Ben.
Great band.
A little true-false quiz for you coming up. You're 53 for 59 this year.
I am.
Which is good. And let's see if you can continue this good streak you're on. We do not have, I don't think we have a theme on today's true-false quiz.
We rarely do anymore. It's just usually random.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I spent that last commercial break talking to you and not getting this segment ready. So, folks, we call this in the business a little ad-libbing as I click on some things, as I load up some music.
This is what's known as filling the air.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want in radio is dead air. Because if you have dead air, people think that you've gone offline. And you certainly don't want that because people want to tune in. They want to hear your voice.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
Guess what? We're ready.
All right. Look at that. See how we filled that dead air?
Yeah.
Lady.
We're experts. Kind of.
Kind of.
We're amateur experts. Barely.
I'm mostly an amateur.
Or false. Hold on.
Come on. Let's do that dance. There you go. All right.
Got me on camera doing it, which means we are officially ready. Here we go, Ben.
It is official.
True or false?
True or false?
An Olympic swimming pool is 150 feet long. True or false? 150 feet long.
I do not know the conversion from meters to
How many meters
yards.
is it?
It's 100 meters.
Okay.
But I don't know. No, 100 meters would be 120 yards. So, no, that's false.
You're going false? That is absolutely... Wait a minute, something's playing in the background.
It sounded good, though. I mean, it was like, dun, 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 ding.
It is right. You're right. It's false, although your math is off. You're wrong, but you're right because it's false. It's not 100 meters long. It's 50 meters long, first of all.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay, well.
Which equates to 164 feet, not 150.
I was thinking in terms of a football field because I know a 100-meter field is as big as a 100-yard field plus the end zones, and the end zones are 10 yards deep.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what I was.
So you got...
So it'd be 60 feet long.
You were wrong, but you were right, Ben. That's how...
The answer was correct. The path was not.
That's how good you've done this year. Even when you're wrong, you're right.
Hey.
1 for 1.
That's how I roll.
Question number 2. The most consumed manufactured drink in the world is tea. True or false? To me, if I'm thinking about this, the only other one would be coffee for me.
No, tea is much more prevalent.
So you're going true then?
Yeah.
Absolutely correct, and it's not even close. If you add up all the coffee, soft drinks, and alcohol consumed in the world, it equals the amount of tea that's consumed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cultural thing in Asia, in England. I mean, it's, all over the world.
You're 2 for 2. Question number 3. The first toy to be advertised on television was the Mr. Potato Head. True.
I'm going to go true on that.
Or false? Absolutely correct, man.
Mr. Potato Head and his bucket of parts.
Potato Head wasn't selling well when Hasbro bought the rights in 1951. The first ad for the toy hit TVs the next year, and Hasbro sold 1 million Potato Head kits in 1952, which shows you the power of advertising. Advertise today on the Hometown Radio Network.
I had a Mr. Potato Head in college, and I had a friend that I was kind of in an apartment situation my senior year on campus.
Okay.
And I had a friend that came in, and he grabbed that chandelier. Or not really a chandelier, but it was like a hanging light.
Yeah.
And he put it right on the Potato Head and just, I want to answer this Potato Head, like he was, being good cop, bad cop. I don't know why I remember that, but I just remember laughing and thinking it was funny.
What's your friend's name?
Aaron Sutton.
Shout out to Aaron Sutton today on the Joe Show. You never know who's going to get shout-outs.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear us. He's in Ashland.
Kentucky or North Carolina? Oh, that's Asheville. Ashland, Kentucky?
Yeah.
Okay. He could be listening to us this morning. Send him the clip, Ben. Tell Aaron Sutton we're talking about him today.
Yeah.
Where is he from? Ashland? Is that where he's originally from?
No. Gosh, if you hadn't asked me. I think he's from Greenup County.
It's around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the city up there in Greenup?
Greenup.
Okay.
Isn't that the city? In Greenup County is Greenup?
I don't know.
Ashland is Boyd County?
Boyd County, okay. Yeah. He's from around them parts.
Ben, you're 3 for 3. Question number 4.
Number 4.
When he was a child, Walt Disney starred in a school play as Peter Pan. True or false?
That's true.
You're going true? You seem confident, and I'm glad you are, because you're absolutely correct. Ben, you're 4 for 4. Starred in a play as Peter Pan, then would later produce Peter Pan. It's the Disney movie. Comes full circle. Number 5. The first gymnast to score a perfect 10 was a gymnast named Nadia Comaneci. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I have no idea who she is.
I don't know. I think she was really good.
Was she American?
I think she was Russian.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound like an American name, Nadia Comaneci, but...
Which is interesting because the only gymnastics team in the world that has athletes that are from around the world is the American Olympic team.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't sound like an American last name, but...
I can't remember if she was
American last name,
I can't remember if she was American or if she was Russian, but I think that is correct.
You're going true? That is absolutely correct, man! Nadia Comaneci.
Yeah, you have to look that up.
Romanian gymnast.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
The Montreal Olympics of 1976. Everyone's favorite Olympic Games.
Who was her coach? There's a famous coach that I
think he was 14.
I think he was over there. He was over here for a number of years. I can see the guy. He's the one that. Remember when Carrie Strug broke her ankle or leg or whatever it was?
That was iconic, yeah.
He was the one I think that carried her off the mat.
She had a broken leg and still did that quadruple
Bella
flip or whatever.
Or something like that. I'll have to look that up.
I can't believe it. 14 years old and she scored a perfect 10 at the Olympics.
Okay, I'm not going to lie.
That's insane.
When the Olympics come on, that's really the only thing I care about because it's just amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can barely get out of the couch without, snapping and creaking and groaning. And I mean, and these girls and these men are just flying all over the place.
By the way, Olympics this summer in Paris, 2024 Olympics. They'll be coming on in 3 or 4 months. All right, Ben, what are you now?
5 for 5.
5 for 5. Question number 6. Hippopotamus means river horse.
Yes, true.
How you know that?
Because it's true.
Absolutely correct, Ben.
And they're dangerous.
Mean as snakes.
They kill more people, I think, than any other animal on Earth.
So mean they bite a snake in two, as my grandma would say. That's a Grahamsism.
Actually, they will snap a bowling ball in two.
Yeah. All right, Ben, you're 6 for 6 to go. Perfect. 7 for 7. An adult human has 32 teeth in their mouth. Now, if that number's correct, I'm not the average adult human because I'm missing a couple. I would have 29. I'm counting right now if that number's correct because I'm missing 3.
I think that's true.
Absolutely correct, Ben. 7 for 7.
There you go.
Today, which makes you 60 for 66.
I'm telling you.
How are you feeling about yourself,
I feel
Ben?
pretty good. I feel pretty good about myself. And if you've never seen a video of a hippopotamus, and how dangerous they are, Google hippopotamus chasing boat, and you will understand.
There's a rush of adrenaline in you.
Yeah.
If you're on that boat.
Yeah, they are dangerous.
Hey, can you go a little faster? Hey, can you go? Hey, there's a hippo behind us. Go! Yeah.
brings a whole new meaning to Hungry Hungry Hippo.
There's that sad music again. Ben, appreciate you being on here this morning.
All righty.
Kentucky Sports Radio.
Coming up next.
It sure is. On the Joe Show, WHIR. Appreciate you all listening, tuning in this morning. Back tomorrow, dark and early.